Greetings, travelers. Welcome back to Goldbound. Friday Goldbound. Let's get the camera on. Oh, wrong cam. There we go. Oh, actually. Oh, we camped him. Dig Master killed. There we go. That's what we're camping for. Always pays off to hang out by the Dig Master. Let's see if we get any loot. Oh, okay. I mean, we got the miner's boots. Those are like a mid-tier drop from him, so I'll take it. The tromping miner's boots. It looks like the market price has come down recently. I think this is like the earliest into a stream we've gotten a drop. We just like spawned into the rare and killed it, so. Cool, we'll take it. We'll take it. But yeah, that really sidetracked me. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Also, Systematics, Weird Roomy with the first. We had an earlier start to the stream today. And, impressive quick hop on the early stream start. Goggle Games, greetings traveler with the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in, raiders. We're just getting started here. Chug Life popping in. En route, I believe. Agent Smith 404 just on YouTube. Greetings, traveler. Gary Jambo. Angry Mexican Guy, 5 up bro. Brixie. Jason D. Shrades. VTNet. Biddy Oyster. Greetings, travelers. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. I was just trying to read a lot of the starting soon chatters. So, reason being that we're starting stream a little earlier today, guys. Some of you may know. Some of you may know, but I have a... One sec, that's too bright. Oh, that's better. I have a LAN party occurring at my house this weekend. Just some friends coming over. We're gonna play some classic WoW and stuff. So I started streaming a little bit earlier today because Chug Life and Lanish are en route. They should be here. I think they're gonna be here in like 3.5 hours or 4 hours. So you guys might get to see Chug and stream for us today. We'll see if he's not too nervous to hop on. But that's the word. That's the word. 2 hours. You guys aren't speeding, are you? You guys aren't speeding, are you? I want you guys to get here safe and sound. Don't go over the speed limit. Don't speed. Jaeger, greetings, traveler. How did the meal prep for the LAN party go? Good. So we actually had some unfortunate dropouts. We lost 2 members of our party due to well, I guess I've probably medical issues. I won't say too much because it's not my information to share. But it'll be a party of 3 this weekend, not a party of 5, unfortunately. We have some travelers who are unable to make it for the circumstances. But Lanish and Chug are coming. Mr. Arg. Chug 3.5 hours? That sounds about right, yeah. I was gonna say, if you made it in 2 from where you are, that's pretty crazy. Because you guys are already on the road as well. But, yeah, so I did some meal prep. We have, what I was gonna say is, I prepped for 5 big strong boys, and we only have 3, so we're gonna be eating good. A lot of chicken. I have like the first dish, I have it marinating right now. It's like a curry chicken, basically a curry chicken rice casserole. And there's gonna be a chicken thigh. There's gonna be a lot of it. Like it's gonna be 2 full casseroles. So that'll be good. And then also we're doing slow cooked chicken tacos. And then I got like burritos and stuff too. We want high protein though, guys. We're trying to grow big and strong as well as enjoy the game sesh. On your way too, will be you'll eat for the missing. We're gonna have some extra grub, so we'll have to share the love. Yo, HT Party Boy with a 10 gifted traveler memberships over on YouTube. Greetings, travelers. Welcome in. If you're on the YouTube chat and you were just gifted a membership, let me show you some of the emojis you now have access to. Boom. Welcome in. Appreciate the gifteds, man. But yeah, we're gonna get the games both IRL and in the game, 100%. Also, guys, Mick W08 with the 100 stream streak. Welcome into the 100 club. Triple digits on the early stream. Let's go. You've survived the DC streams, the unannounced streams. Hats off to you, my friend. So, the title does say I'm doing new farms, and I am. So while we get going here, let me just go ahead and swap out one of my professions. Where do I want to train it? Where's the closest? I think it's Elwyn. I want to go to Elwyn. I'm gonna get skidding, guys. I'm getting skidding. Now the question is, which profession do I drop? I have mining herbalism right now. I have done a lot of this year, herbalism. What I've been doing a lot of the time while editing or just kind of hanging around, I kind of hang out by the dragon's mouth. And every 5 minutes or so, I just grab all the dragon's teeth because it's actually crazy good gold while you're here. You can't just sit and farm this herb over and over, but we do it on the ore loops, but also if you're AFKing and you pop down for a couple of grabs, it's good. So I think I might actually drop herbalism, only because I think the herb only angle here is way worse than the mining only angle. Dual gathering is for sure the best, but if you could only do one, I think it's better just to do mithril on the border, because you can't just like sit down for an hour and farm herbs. You could, but it wouldn't be very good, because pretty much you're just getting the value from the dragon's teeth. So that being said, I'm gonna drop herb this morning for skinning. It's true. Nicely done. Leroy Jenkins will be proud of how much chicken we'll have. At least I have chicken. Yeah, we have to be careful around the whelps then. 100%. Chugley, if you got the Barcadia expansion, that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be sick, actually. Yeah, we'll get a couple rounds of heroes, or maybe one round of heroes of Barcadia in. Citizens with a 65 stream streak. Yo, greetings, traveler. How's it going this fine... I guess it's Friday, yeah, Friday. Alright, let me go to Storwin, just because we have the Jack of all trades trainers there. I'll drop herbalism. Unlearn. While we have it dropped, though, I'll probably quickly grab inscription while we're at like level 1, just to process. I have 272 dragon's teeth here. It looks like it's profitable to mill, so I kind of want to test that out a little bit. Because right now the min buyout on the dragon's teeth is 16 gold each, but the mill value is like 30 gold. Forgot that Badlands changed so much with Kata. Yeah, it really did. Massive scar down the middle of Badlands now. Oh yeah, guys, Darkmoon Fair is coming this week as well. That's gonna be cool. Let me... Oh, that's awkward. Someone killed the... Someone killed the trainer. That's really awkward. Well, I mean, there's a skidding trainer in that room, but I do want to quickly mill all of these because it looks like it's like a 3,000 gold profit to mill it instead of not milling it. So I don't know how long it's gonna take to respawn, so we can chat for a bit. I think I'll be spinning before the next reset, like before Tuesday. We'll see. So, regardless of how much we have for like the edit to be, I think, like a good episode, I've been liking more of the One Zone episodes, and like also like more narrative and story. The next Goldbound is gonna be the 11th, which also happens to be my birthday. So we very well might end up spinning, like if I get the token, like say I get enough gold for a token like Monday or Tuesday, I will spin during the week, but then the episode will be the 11th. And then we'll show where we're going in the episode. Also though, Monday, so to next week, while we're waiting for the guy to respawn, next week we'll be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, maybe Friday, probably Friday, yeah. The 6th is Path Wife and I's 3-year wedding anniversary. So we have a nice little cabin booked, a little cottage booked a couple hours away, like a small log cabin close to a brewery, and we're gonna stay there the night of the 6th, and then we'll be driving back on the Tuesday. So I will be streaming like the 6th because you can't check until 4 p.m. anyways, and then I won't stream the 7th. So it'll be regular Goldbound Monday, Wednesday, Friday as far as schedule. Wait, when did you get an in-game calendar? You click it up. It's like the top right here. Click to show the calendar. I don't know when they added it. I think Wrath sounds about right for when they might have added this. It's actually pretty handy. You can create events and stuff. Like, you could say, like... I could create a guild event. Or something. It's kind of cool. You can see when the Darkmoon Fair is. Like, we have Darkmoon Fair happening right away. Yo, Dunderbrow. Greetings, traveler. With the 6 months on the Twitch Prime. Welcome in. Welcome back in. Phoenix, you're mad there wasn't a video before you realized it's Friday, not Saturday. Yes. Although, there's not going to be a video this Saturday. It would be like the... Oh, there's the trainer. Nobody kill it. Nobody kill it.
Hello.
Train me in production. I want inscription. Train me in inscription.
Safe travels.
There we go. Okay. So, I only want to have inscription for a moment here. This isn't really the farm I'm doing. Like, we already kind of knew I would probably do this. And this, I have some in the bank as well, is milling dragon's teeth. So if you have a look at the tooltip here, average price on dragon's teeth is like 200, like 20 gold. It says the mill value. It says mill value is 30 or 29 gold. So I want to see what it mills into. So it's indio pigment and emerald pigment. That's why it's expensive. So indio and emeralds. Indigo. Oh my gosh. I can't read. Emerald. Emerald pigment is super valuable. That's why it's so profitable. I'm assuming it's profitable. We'll see. We'll see how much golden pigments we have. I'm pretty sure it is. Because each one we're getting like 3 emeralds. And the emerald pigments themselves are double what they're worth. On top of the indigo pigments, so. We'll mill all this. Wednesday the 8th is your birthday? Woohoo, wait, we got the same birthday week. Let's go. Well, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, man. It might be a boomer take, but you feel like something like a calendar being available through a community board in town would be cool. That would be kind of cool. Like a bulletin board or something. A bulletin board, like where you could like go pin stuff too. I feel like that should be in housing. That should definitely be in housing. Like for the guild, you could have like a guild board. I guess it's just the calendar, but like that would be cool to see like in the middle of the town. Did I get a chance to watch the Project Elwyn trainer? I haven't had a look at it, no. I haven't had a look at it. Why is it? I don't know why it's. Oh, this is why it keeps trying to mill these two. Because I have the rest of my bank, so it keeps defaulting to try to mill these two, and it like has an error trying to mill it. Let me just quickly click it a whole bunch. Get rid of all these dragon's teeth. Okay, so that turned our dragon's teeth into, I guess it was like, yeah, not as profitable as the milling said, but it was definitely a profit. So I'll just sell those and then drop inscription, get enchanting, and we can start the farm. There's one farm I really want to do today, so it might take a while. I want to spend a decent amount of time on it, so I want to get this posted. Oh, those are kind of cheap right now. Might list it for more and just wait for it to sell slowly. I'm in no rush. What are we up to? Just one guy trying to farm some gold. That's what it boils down to, I guess. Yeah, just having a good Friday morning here. Just happened to have a good Friday morning here. Don't normally catch it live. What happened to Pathloric Self-Found? The run is still going. This week, though, I was leveling up my alt, my priest, because I have a LAN this weekend. So I just want to get a couple more levels so we can do higher level dungeons. I got some friends coming over for the LAN. But the regular Pathlorics, like the Paladin, he is alive. I'm working on the edit on the most recent video, but the live streams will also return soon here. So yes, just a brief intermission on his process, but we will come back to a whole bunch of rested XP, which is kind of nice. So the next, we're level 41, I think. So the next couple levels should be pretty quick with rested. I'm just trying to clear as much as I can out of my bags, because I know what I'm going to do next is going to require bag space. A lot of it. So let me post it all up. Ooh, I should probably drop those in the bank too. Yeah, let me go to the bank real quick just to get some of these BOEs out of here. What's the current zone and current goal? Okay, so we haven't done a mailbox clear, and we started at 0 in our current zone of Badlands, and we're at like 9k, which is all raw gold. So we have definitely more gold in the mailbox, but I haven't actually done a mailbox clear yet. Oh wait, I have Darkmoon Firewater. Oh, I was waiting for the Darkmoon Fair to come in this week, which comes in tomorrow, but I guess I just had it this whole time. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna use it today, so that's good. I'm just gonna deposit it pretty much as I can of all this stuff into the bank to save space. I don't need my mining pick right now. That might be a mistake, throwing it in there, but it is what it is. I do need a skinning knife. I'll go get one from there.
Bless you. Well met.
I might put the deep rock salt into the warband bank and trade it out for these here. There's some stuff that is just better off in the warband bank. What's the 261k in the gold bank from again? This is a couple zones like overflow. So the last couple zones with Vashir and Dustfell Marsh, when I buy the token, what I've been doing is any like overflow gold after I buy the token, I'm putting into the warband bank to save up for more warband bank tabs because they're super duper expensive. But as you can see, I'm pretty tight on space. So this is like the majority of it was the Vashir overflow when I sold those really big items. And then about 10k of it was from the Dust Travel Marsh overflow. That way I'm starting each new zone at 0 gold. And it gives me a bit more time to like make gold in that zone. And then we also, by default, get to save up for the warband bank tabs. Because they get pretty expensive. Yeah, that's kind of for the foreseeable future, I think, how we'll handle overflow like that. Versus, because, like, the zone, like, remember not Blasted Lands, Searing Gorge. We went into Searing Gorge with, like, 120k, and so, like, Searing Gorge was artificially short. So that kind of helps that, and it just makes it so we can really spend a bit more time to actually discover the zones fully. That's my intention with that. And then we also get Warband tabs, which we definitely need. And I don't have those unlocked on my account yet, so.
What can I do for you?
All right, skinning. Oh, I guess I got to unlearn inscription. Before I do that, let's actually mill all the rest of these herbs that are profitable. It looks like these ones are profitable, so I'll just mill the Fire Bloom. We get Ruby and Violet. Violet's down in price, though. Sungrass, it looks like it goes from 5 gold each to 10 gold each. Again, we get, yeah, Ruby and Violet. What am I doing with the tokens? The last couple, like the thing with tokens is you can only have 10, and you can't put them in your bank. So the last couple we've bought the Grizzly Hills Packmaster and the Brutosaur. So right now I don't have anything planned for them. But once we hit 10, we'll have to do something. I'll probably just end up putting it to BattleNet balance if I don't have anything to do with it. I might end up buying a flying mount. You can't trade the specific tokens. So the giveaways I've been doing, I've just been like paying for it out of like my credit card. But I could also just put it onto BattleNet and then do the giveaways that way. But
Can I help you?
these tokens here, until we get 10, like it just takes up bag space. But I don't really have any plans for them.
Hey there.
When's the mailbox opening this week?
Farewell.
I'm probably gonna do it. It's probably gonna be. I usually do it after the stream on Fridays, so I'll probably do that as well today. I believe. Or we could do it on Monday stream. That could be a bit hype too. Silvery pigment. Ruby pigment. Yeah, Ruby's pigments are down a little bit. I'm just gonna leave it on the market for a while. It's all good with me. Get it all posted up. And then our bags are gonna look so nice and clean. This is gonna be awesome. Sell trash. Look at this. Head of Onyxia. I have quest items. I probably shouldn't have these in my bags. Oh well. Okay. First little profession swap done for the day. Now we have skidding. I could just level it here. This isn't the farm you know what? I'm gonna level it with the farm I'm gonna do. It'll just be less gold off the get-go, and I won't be able to tell the gold per hour until we're done. But I already know what farm I want to do with it. Basically, here's the idea. I have my full Alderman route, but I want to plan and I want to build out an Alderman route that is a 10 resets per hour, and we don't do the full clear. And I think the best way to do that is actually to treat it as like basically a skinning farm that you just might end up getting supers from. You know what I mean? So if I optimize for the Scorpids and just like go in and skin all the scorpions and then reset, we're already getting like chances at supers, but then we should actually get like a good amount of like skinning gold per hour. So that's my theory. It's purely hypothetical, but we're gonna try it out. I think I'm just gonna level up doing that as well. And I think since we are skinning so many, I am gonna rip my Darkmoon Firewaters for this. The first little bit here isn't gonna be true tests to the gold, only because like we're gonna be getting we're leveling up skinning, right? So we're gonna be getting lower level skins for a bit, but I figure we may as well level it up with the farm I want to do. My thought here, I'm not, because we're gonna be doing like fast resets. I'm pretty much gonna be beelining to the scorpion spawns. Like, so I'm probably gonna end up just going through straight, not doing both angles. We're gonna have to time the runs to make sure it's good, and getting to like all the scorpion spots, and then like maybe up here and then out this exit. I think that's the move. Let me just do a tentative run of this, and then as we're like leveling up our skinning, we can try it out too. Good amount of heavy leather and a bit of heavy hide. Exactly. Because, yeah, it is in the heavy hide band, isn't it? So I think it could be pretty good. And then you still get a bunch of kills anyways on a whole bunch of mobs in Uldaman, which means you could just randomly get a super. And if the rounds are less than 6 minutes, we can add on, like, maybe this corridor or a different corridor that we want to just increase the total mobs per run to get the runs to be 6 minutes so that we can do 10 per hour. That's my theory. We'll see how it goes. We're also probably going to get a whole bunch of vendor trash from these couple bosses we kill. The shoulders there, by the way, got upgraded with leech. So we got to watch for those. If they ever get upgraded with speed, we will definitely keep them. But those ones did not get upgraded with speed. I know killing Ionia isn't going to be ideal for this route, guys. I probably still am going to do it. Reason being, same idea. I want to get the Hood of the Idol Architect procced with plus speed. If we can somehow get this with plus speed, that would be bis. Like, we're basically farming the shoulders and the helm doing this as well. Getting more chances to get the plus speed variant of it. So far, no luck, but let's see. Nope. Okay, so here is where the scorpion pits are going to be. Here's the first one. Right? So right here, there's one. And there's quite a few scorpions to skin. As we get going, we're going to be getting good leather from this, but also scorpion scales. Scorpion scales aren't crazy valuable anymore, I guess, but lots of scorpions to skin. So this is the whole theory here. Right now we're leveling it up though, so the gold's going to be low, but... So that's the first one. You can also get the basilisks. I don't know if the basilisk's going to be super crazy gold though. Hello, Nini. Greetings, traveler. How's it going? Happy Friday. Second pit down here. I think there might be like 4 scorpion pits. So we'll see. I actually think this could low-key be like really good. Because if we can get a farm in Uldaman that's skinning and like over 4,000 gold raw per, like trade good per hour, plus chances at supers, I feel like that's got to be one of the best farms in the zone. Because then you can like do both, and you're also getting raw gold, so... This is my theory. I was thinking about it. It's what keeps me up at night. Yeah, and then we'll go this way. Actually, what we can do as well, if we optimize the route, we also get 2 of the chests, right? Because there's a chest in this room and a chest down here. So I think the move will be to kill all these beasts, get this scorpion pack as well, and the chest beside it. Like so. I'm kind of just theory crafting right now. We'll really test the time once we get going. And actually, I kind of have a cool byproduct of this is because we had level 1 skinning, our skinning level is literally counting how many skinnable mobs we're going to get. So far, we've skinned 36 mobs, which is kind of cool to know, I guess. So we get that chest. I think it's going to be best to then pop up here and kill these guys as well. I think these guys are worth it. These guys are good density and good tables, I believe. Plus, it allows us to come through this hallway here. And this hallway here has a chest, so I think this is our best way back. And I think there might be one more... Is there one more turtle, or one more, not turtle, scorpid spawn point? There might be. Let me just check up real quick. So we either turn left here, or if there's another, I can't remember if there's more skinnable stuff up here. It looks like it's just the bats. Oh no, there's one more right here. Okay, so we go to this one, yeah. And then run back south. It actually works well because you can pull the bats to you if you pull it like that. Yo, time. Greetings, traveler. What's good? What's good? Do we want the rare message again? Let's see if we get questions on it. We got, we're doing like we are going for supers, but we're kind of taking a skinning angle today. I think it's going to be good. We also have mining, so I guess I could grab the mining. Sounds like I'm a bit sick. I have pretty bad allergies, so in the mornings, like when I start talking, I kind of sound pretty stuffed up. But it tends to get better. It's a point though, like I just have like seasonal allergies that I pretty much have to do all my voiceover recording in the evening after stream, otherwise I sound sick. It's actually kind of annoying. So like I can't really do voiceover in the morning because I'm just always like pretty stuffed up. Okay, so I think that's the run. Yo, Dr. Steal Your Face. Greetings, traveler, with the tier 1. The tier 1 Twitch sub. How's it going? This is perfect timing. Got your prop value high enough on Classic and plan on tanking all of this weekend. Ooh. Yo, best of luck. That's going to be hype. Allergies suck? Yeah. I get the worst ones in the like spring and summer. I am just like, it kind of sounds funny. I'm just severely allergic to all grass. Like the other day, not the other day, like a couple of weeks ago, I was trying to move my shed around by like putting it on skids, and I was laying down in the grass to like spread my arm over and grab something. And I was wearing a t-shirt and shorts. And 20 minutes later, literally my entire arm was just hives. Everywhere that wasn't like shirt covered was just like all hives. I literally had to take like a Benadryl and just go to bed. It was really bad. I have a lot of just allergies. So they get worse seasonally, but I try not to take like allergy meds every day. Otherwise, I kind of feel like you get dependent on them. But I did take one this morning because it was kind of rough. Pollen. I might be like mildly allergic to pollen. It's more so dry grass. So my allergies really flare up if we have a dry hot period. So yeah, when it's raining, I'm usually good. I'm not too bad with pollen. It's like hay and grass. Probably amongst other things. So we got, let me just check my skinning journal here. So we skinned 52 things there, which is kind of cool, 52. So it should take me only about 4 test runs to to level up my skinning. I'm gonna test how long this one takes doing that route we just did. A bit more fast, like, kind of like more how I would actually do it if we were speed running this, so. Let's see if it's a 6-minute run or if it's too long or too short. I have like a lot of food allergies too. Like I have an EpiPen. I got some anaphylactic like nut allergies. Not ideal. But yeah, I do agree. Allergies are a weird bug in the human body. It's like, what do you mean? You didn't have any seasonal allergies until you were in your mid-30s. It's weird how that happens. Like, when I was younger, I had a lot of allergies still. And the doctor said that I might grow out of them, like, as you get 20 or 30. I definitely grew out of some, I think. Like, I had much worse allergies when I was younger. But I do still have some, unfortunately. Some guy supposed to be 44 Celsius there today. Not going outside, time to stay in and watch some streams. That sounds about right. That's crazy.
None may steal.
Stay hydrated and yeah, stay inside and watch some streams. $47C there. Oh my gosh, you guys. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Stay out of the sun. That is insanely hot. That's extreme. That's like, wow. That's so dangerous. Yeah, stay hydrated, guys. This is Path's direction. Not medical advice, but to stay inside and play World of Warcraft. So, you heard it here. You heard it here first. (116 Fahrenheit Arizona temperatures. Yeah, like where I'm at, we're getting like some warm temps, but it's nothing like that. Nothing like that. That's really, really hot. I wonder, actually, should I just be pulling them into one spot? Like this? Oh, this might actually be good. Yeah, I could probably pull all the beasts to the chest kill location. That might be better for skinning. Yeah, this is probably way better for skinning. Although, ooh, if it's too long, they might despawn. Yeah, if I start seeing them despawn, I won't do that again. But like, once this is heavy leather, this is actually going to be a crazy good farm, I think. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. $38C there. You really notice it when we talk about stuff like this, of like how, like on the stream we got people from like all over the place. Like some people it's like 9 degrees. Here it's not too bad, but you hear like the same things, like how hot it is in other places. It's kind of crazy to hear. It kind of makes you realize how different the environment is across the world, and how many different like locations we have tuning into the stream, which is cool. But yeah, definitely stay safe out there with the heat waves, guys. Because that's no joke, those temperatures you guys are saying. What's 90 Fahrenheit to Celsius? Isn't that like 32? That just off the top of my head. Something around there. I might be a little bit off. I'm not the best with temperature translations. Fahrenheit is the one thing like in Canada like we just don't use. Unless it's the oven. Then our oven's Fahrenheit. Which is kind of funny. But yeah, like we use pounds and kilos. Like I can translate pretty well there. Miles per hour, kilometers per hour. But Fahrenheit for like outdoor temps, I'm not very good at. (90 Fahrenheit is 32. Wait, was I exactly right? Wow. I guess I gotta have more confidence in myself. Oh, you got an allergy recently to epoxy resin after working with it for 2 years with no gloves. You can definitely build up an allergy to something, because like how it works, I think, is if you have like a super mild allergy to something, maybe you don't notice any symptoms, but like the more times you're exposed to it, your body reacts stronger and stronger. So it could have been that you had like a very mild allergy and it got worse over time. It can work both ways depending on how it works. Oh, but I'm not an allergist, so I don't know. But that's my understanding. Where am I located? I'm in Alberta, Canada. So there's been some smoke coming in from wildfires, but it hasn't been too bad for wildfires, thankfully, this year. It can be pretty bad. But look at this, guys. This run is perfectly 6 minutes. Oh my gosh. Freezing is 0 or 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so adjust by 32 when converting. But they scale differently, right? So like if it was 30 degrees Celsius, you couldn't just add 32, right? Because it's the incremental scale on the Fahrenheit is smaller. So like 30, yeah. They meet at like minus 22, right? So like, because they scale differently. So like minus 22 or minus 23 Celsius is like the same as Fahrenheit. A good rule of thumb is to double. Oh, is it minus 40? Minus 40 is the same, gotcha. Wait, actually that might be a good rule of thumb to double and add 32. Within general ranges of like what the temperature will be. Oh, Excavators brand. A nice little drop, guys. So that's like a 30 to 40k value item. One of the I would say that's one of the more common alderman drops. It's still a blue BOE though. 1,000 average sale price, good average sale rate. So we'll take it. Okay, we'll take it.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
No upgrade on the idle hood, unfortunately. It's okay. Slowly we'll get into the band of heavy leather. We're still getting light. We'll go through medium first and then we'll get heavy. Yo, Mr. Don Clopter, greetings traveler with a Twitch Prime. Yeah. Get some good formulas there. Fahrenheit minus 32 times 5 over 9 is the formula. I kind of just... Yeah. I only really have to convert on stream, to be honest. When people ask. Other ones are easier, like kilos to pounds is easier. It's just like a flat number. Big number is bad in Fahrenheit. Yeah, the way I see it, like normally, when I hear over 100, I'm like, ooh, that's hot. That's like how my brain works. And then when I hear like 50, I'm like, well, it's probably not that cold. And then I hear like minus 20, I'm like, oh, that's actually probably pretty cold. That's like literally, like I have those 3 reference points for Fahrenheit. I operate pretty much fully in Celsius. Unless it comes to like cooking, then for some reason our ovens are also Fahrenheit. Symbiote, time for a D&D session. Good luck and enjoy the land. Yo, thank you. Good luck and enjoy the D&D session. Safe travels out there. Wash your back.
Well, have a good one.
Yo, Lower Storm with the follow. Greetings, traveler. And Mr. Dongcopter with the follow. Yo, greetings, travelers. Welcome in on the follow. Hope you're enjoying the Friday chill stream vibes. Just testing out some farms. Hopefully get some good gold. I mean, we've already gotten a good drop today, Excavator's brand. Let me just... We're going to call that 25,000 for the brand. Might be less actual sale price, but we take what we take. So many recipes use Fahrenheit? Yeah. Yeah, in Canada it's pretty bad. It's just like... We use every... Like, we go back and forth between Imperial and Metric just based on our own whims. It's pretty rough. No chest today, unfortunately, or on this run. That's okay. See, I don't think I'll kill these guys. I'll just, like, run through them. Hopefully my aggro radius is high enough. Yo, Vegan Dragon, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Friday. We got a lot to vendor here. Once we're at the level where we're getting like a heavy leather, I think at 220 we're gonna cap out here. Great, because right now we're getting medium and heavy. Once we get only heavy, I'll probably test the actual value. It actually might be sooner than later. Like maybe one more run. And then I'll get some actual value per hour estimates. Goldbound episode tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm still working on the episode. We may have a new zone spin soon on stream, but the episode will be July 11th. Is going to be the next episode. I've been prioritizing having like a full episode that, like, if I can have like a full zone in it and like the full arc in the episode over kind of like 2 like half-length episodes. I've been prioritizing that, and if that means an episode every 2 weeks, I think that's overall better. So no episode this weekend, but it is in progress. Do I remember how many chests I pickpocketed in Vashir before the rare weapon dropped? 250 boxes in, but no dice. I think I got the Kroll Blade at 1200, and then the Twilight Blade at like 1900. I think. I kept track, but I kept track more readily of the total number of pickpockets in the time. But I think it was about 1900 for both. Which is a lot of boxes, but that's insanely lucky for both. But sometimes they say luck is when preparation meets opportunity, right? We definitely got lucky, but we definitely farmed a lot of boxes too. And we're trying to do the same thing here. We're trying to get lucky in Ultimate. What to do to get lucky, we gotta also farm a decent amount of Ultimate, you know what I mean? Man, the amount of Aurora gear that drops is actually insane. I wonder what else I should track. I don't know if I get thick hide here or if it's just heavy. I might have actually... I probably should have vendored after this first run. I'm a patient farmer. I had a lot of fun on the pickpocket farm. Yeah, it's like, especially the pickpocketing and the shear. It's kind of a rough one because it's either like you get it or you don't. And if you don't get it, you're getting like 200 to like 500 gold per hour from like vendor and just raw currency. So it's a tough one. But once you average it out, you know, it's not too bad. Definitely not a get rich quick scheme though, because you need some luck involved. Some of these guys give us even 2. How many zones do we have left in Eastern Kingdoms? I can take a look. I gotta add it up. I got a new add-on though that shows like the locked icon, so I can add that pretty quickly, I think. Let me get to here and start skinning, and I'll add it up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I think it'll be like 10, 11, 12 because I think I can access the old versions of these. So 9 officially, and then maybe 3 more if I can get to the old version of like the New World zones, or like the Midnight zones. We're making progress though. We have now done more zones in Eastern Kingdoms than we have left. Oh, plus 1 for Deadwind Pass. Yeah, so 10 to 13. Yeah, I missed Deadwind Pass, that's true. And we still have to finish Badlands, but Deadwind Pass might be an interesting one. Okay, yeah, so we also get thick leather sometimes here. Which, hey, I'm not complaining about that. A good chunk of heavy hide as well. Let's equip the skinning knife. Why did I not equip the skinning knife? Oh my goodness, guys. I almost forgot to equip the skinning knife. Sometimes that has a really big impact, apparently. You can switch over to the old version. That's what I heard. So, there's... Is it Ghostlands and Eversong Woods? Is there 2 zones that you can switch back to, or what zones can you go back to? Because I will do those if I can. Most definitely. I think that'll be fun. No chest here right now, unfortunately. Yeah, there's 2. Okay, so I think in that case, then there's 12 more zones in Eastern Kingdoms. Yeah, Ghostlands and Eversong? Okay. Can we access the NPC without stepping into the new one? You know, I don't know. I think if it was a situation where to access the old one, I think even if we had to, like, technically step into the new one to swap it back, my knee-jerk reaction is that that's probably okay. You know what I mean? Because, like, we know they're there. We're just trying to, like, defer them, but it sounds like the NPC might be in Plagueland, so it shouldn't even be an issue then. Yeah, I think it'd be more lame to just completely avoid the zones. But yeah, it sounds like they're in Plagueland, so we should be totally fine to do that. Alright guys, so we are up to 200 skinning. Not a bad quick level. It took us like half an hour to level up. Actually a good quick level. So let's go out. I'll vendor off my gear. And we're going to test an hour to see how much... Or like about an hour. To see how much raw gold I get for one. And how much leather I get. Because I'll combine those two for like the consistent gold per hour of this farm. I actually have pretty high hopes for this. Because we're still getting a ton of kills on all of the mobs here. Am I doing the midnight zones before other expansions? No, so we're talking about like you can phase back to the original Cataclysm version of like the Ghostlands. So I won't be doing like the new versions until like while it's current content. Hey, look who decided to show up. Boo is here. Greetings, Traveler Boo. Always a good sight to see. Favez Goldbound this weekend. The next Goldbound will be July 11th. So I want to be able to make the edit and the video as good as I can. So I've been taking a bit more time with some of the edits. Morning, lads. Yo, Timmy, you must have heard Boo come in and said, "Oh, time to roll." That was a loud meow. Boo is so vocal. It's actually crazy how loud that cat is. I have never heard a louder cat. Like a lot of the times, like watch this. Let me see if he does it. He's sitting right there. Sometimes if I walk by him, I go, "Hi, Boo," and he just replies. Let me just try it. Hey, Boo. Yeah. I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you heard that one, but he did meow back. It was a quieter one though. Stella came to say hi too. Meow. Kitty. Yeah, guys, Boo is hanging out. He's just on the ground there, though. He's not on his like hammock. So I do have to go full cam for a second. So uno momento. He's just out of sight. Where is he? Groups, transmog, male selected groups. So I did actually set up transmog mailing operations due to learning TSM a little bit better. And so far so good, man. I like it a lot. I have some new items here I have to add to the group though. There we go. Airville OGs typed the wrong message. Oh, if you want, I can delete that if you want. Let me just... How do I do that? Use my mod duties. Oops. Oops, how do I do this? There we go. Okay, now we can test. Now we can test the actual gold per hour. So. Oh, I actually got to get rid of this. Boo is here. Oh. Thank you, Path. No worries. I got you. The amount of times I've chatted into the and had to MT is crazy. Where's my other camera? There it is. Ugh. All right, Boo Cam. That's a good Boo Cam right there, guys. How do you like that Boo Cam? That is S tier. At least it wasn't your credit card info. So true. So true. Okay, so I'm gonna type in chat that I have 9,224 raw gold. I think that really shouldn't change too much. And we have no leather. So let's start a new session here, and we're just gonna go for it. I want to see how much value from leather I get here, and how much raw gold. And then any drops we get from transmog are just a cherry on top. So let's see what happens. We're here for a long time and a good time. We do have loot appraise running just for the dings in case we get loot, but I'm gonna add it all up after. So 9,226 it was, right? Oh, I shouldn't go that way. That's the wrong route. Yo, Sierra Bell with 105 stream streak. 105 in a row. Let's see what progress happens today. Let's go. Let's go. Our the ranks of the 100 plus stream streakers is getting impressive. We got a few travelers that have reached the council. I guess you would call it. I don't know. The main character has joined the stream. You talking about Boo? He has. He's only here because Path Wife went to the gym about 10 minutes ago. Ooh. Another drop, guys. Stone Vault Shiv. Like 10k. Still not our best drop of the day, but we will definitely take another BOE, guys. That's 2 BOEs today. Stone Vault Shiv. What's it look like? Pretty lame, but it's still a BOE, so we'll take it. But yeah, like when Pathwife is home, I think we're gonna see a lot less of Boo and Poncho because they just want to hang out upstairs with her. We're basically second rate. Only when Pathwife is at work will Boo come down to the office. He thought it was summer vacation. I'll have to have Pathwife start training longer at the gym and say, hey, you should start training for, well, I guess, she is training for a marathon. So, like, you should go for your long run while we're streaming. That way we get Boo. Yeah. I think you might be right. We might have to. For the stream. JS spare human status confirmed. I think that's correct for the cats. I think the cats like Pathwife more than me. I think it's true. I think Boo sometimes he likes broing out, you know, two dudes. But I think he likes Pathwife more. If he had to choose, I totally accept that. It's okay, you know. I think Stella likes me a lot. I had Stella for like 3-4 years before I met Pathwife, so Stella had more time to like bond with me, I think. Whereas Poncho was Pathwife's cat before we met. We got Boo together though, so Boo is kind of like fair playing ground, you know? Like he should have a neutral position and be able to choose, and I think he's chosen Pathwife. To be fair, I did too, so. Yep. It's Pathwife and I's anniversary on July 6th as well. So next week, regular streams, but no Tuesday stream because we're doing a I got like a mini log cabin out a couple hours away. We're gonna go there for the evening and overnight and just hang out. Little anniversary date. So yep, that'll be next week. And then Saturday is my birthday, so it's a week of big events, I guess. Boo is Switzerland. Yeah. He does what he's pretty neutral, but he also isn't afraid to you know, put his position down, I don't think. Does Pathwife play WoW with me? She does not play WoW. We're probably gonna have her try it out though. She's down to try it out, but she has never played before. Generally speaking, if we're playing games, it's like Mario Party, Mario Kart, or something like that. Also, oh my goodness, this chest hasn't spawned in the last couple runs. I wonder if you don't full clear, if that chest doesn't respawn for this exact reason. I might have just gotten unlucky. But it's been like 4 or 5 runs no spawn on that chest, so I don't know. Your mom tried WoW 20 years ago, hasn't touched it since. Yeah, it's not for everyone, I guess. I think it's a certain type of game where I feel like you'd either really like it or you just wouldn't really get into it. You know? I think a lot of us here are the type of people who would like World of Warcraft. I say that because I'm playing World of Warcraft for my job, and you guys are watching a World of Warcraft stream. So I think we're all World of Warcraft enjoyers, for the most part. Or at least at one point in time enjoyed it, and now enjoy watching it. That's probably a fair assumption. WoW was kind of a social network before social networks. I'd helped it grow. Yeah, it really had that social environment, you know? Especially in Classic. And there wasn't a ton of stuff that had that online back in the day. That's a good point. Alright, run 1 down. I think probably every 2 runs I'm gonna actually go vendor. Oh, plus speed, although I already have speed on my neck, so we don't need it. I really want to get the speed upgrade on the helm or the shoulders. I think it's possible. Maybe it's only possible on... Actually... Wait, do we know for sure if speed can be procced on helm and shoulders, or is it only like rings, trinkets, and necks? Because so far I've only ever had rings, trinkets, and necks proc the bonus speed affix. Now that I think of it, I've never seen a chest or a helm or like a main piece proc it. Surely it's possible. Maybe it's just really rare. The good thing is, the 2 bosses we're killing, the first one here drops the leather shoulders, and the second one drops the leather helm. So we're going to get a lot of chances at both those items, and hopefully they proc plus speed. Like Revelash's Spaldras and the Hood of the Idle Architect. These right here. Seems to me like that's a stat that would only be on accessories, so you don't get weird speed sets in PvP. That would be annoying. I could definitely see the rationale. Itchy Benny, you have speed on chest and head and even some daggers. Out of curiosity, where did you get them to drop? Like what expansion or what patch was it?
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Ionia bracers. Is enchanting mats a thing, or is disenchanting them too time consuming? Disenchanting can be good. However, the way it works out with these ones, let me show you. Well, I can't. It's kind of hard while I'm skidding, but the vendor price on pretty much all of these items is higher than the value of the disenchanting materials. It depends on the item level. Sometimes it's better to disenchant, sometimes it's better to vendor. But for these ones, they vendor for more than they disenchant for. That's why people lock at 60 to use the Azurite pieces. Yeah, there's some interesting levels you can lock out for like speed or twink sets. We'll see. I'll definitely kill a lot of these bosses because I think this farm is going to be quite good. 10 minutes in so far. Oh, the chest piece is literally from Alda with speed. So it's, in theory, it's possible then. We'll see. Hey man, how long is it taking to get 9K so far? Well, the 9K, it's a little misleading. Because the 9,000 is the raw gold. Like, so that's only currency and vendor gold, like from currency looted. So it's been like... That's probably like 30 hours, maybe more. But we also have a bunch of like transmog and materials being sold in the auction house. I haven't done a mailbox clear yet since we've gotten to Badlands, so that is all vendor trash. Which we're making pretty good raw gold progress here, I'm not gonna lie. I really think this skinning angle in Ultimate is I think it's gonna be a really good balance of like a moderate, like okay consistent gold, but like the fact that you might be able to do it like a moderately consistent gold farm and also have a chance at supers is kind of ideal. It is kind of best of both worlds. It's kind of like having your cake and eating it too. I think for sure it'll be lower like consistent gold per hour than just dual gathering. Probably, that's what we're testing out today. But I think it's going to be better than like a lot of other farms for just raw gold and consistent gold. Also, the chest spawned again, so it's confirmed we just got unlucky for a few times there. You can't get a 5 million gold item from dual gathering? True. You can make 5 million gold, and it'll be like a set amount of time, but yeah, you can't just randomly get like Pendulum of Doom or Papal Fez. Or the Excavator. So it kind of makes the consistent farm a bit more exciting. That being said, we'll have to see how good of a consistent farm it is. I think it's going to be pretty good though. Because we're 12 minutes in, and like we have 67 heavy leather, 26 thick, and 5 thick hides. So like, I think we're over... We're probably over like 1,400 in leather, and we can do this 4 more times. So we should be at least 4K plus raw gold. So I'm estimating this to be about a 4,000 to 5,000 gold per hour consistent farm, which is actually kind of really cool. Because you're also getting a ton of kills in Uldaman. Lottery versus working a 9 to 5. Exactly. So this would be the equivalent of if, like, while you were working your 9 to 5, they also just gave you 1 lottery ticket per hour. Just like, hey, as a bonus. Yeah. We had a chatter yesterday on YouTube. They did their 3rd run of Uldaman and got Papal Fez. They were on watching our stream, trying out Uldaman for the first time on their 3rd run, Papal Fez. And it still drops, guys. Isn't that insane? They were a YouTube chatter. Yeah, we've already gotten a couple hundred raw gold too, so... Is this better or worse? Thanks for the reminder. No worries, Timmy. Is this better or worse to level than Sunken Temple? It took us... So right now we're getting to 300 skinning. So it took us... It's a bit slower to level. So like from 1 to 300 here is like 35-40 minutes. For 1 to 300 classic skinning. Sunken Temple, 1 to 300 is like more like 25-30 minutes. And then the Wetlands Hyperspawn is like 20 to 30 minutes. So they're all 1 to 300 in under 45 minutes. So it kind of just depends on if you want to go for supers or just a little bit faster. I do think the fastest 1 to 300 though is the wetland spot. Yeah, Sunken Temple won't have soup. Well, Sunken Temple has good drops, but not like, not all the super drop level, you know what I mean? Although, to be fair, that one time we went there to level, I did get Stealth Blade. The best item from Sunken Temple? Yeah, and I got it while leveling Skidding, too. It was awesome. Skidding is good luck, man.
None may steal the secrets of the maker.
Is Rogue the best gold farming class? What I would say, Rich, there are certain circumstances where certain classes are better. I would say like the general consensus is the meta across most areas of gold farming is that Druid is probably on average the best. However, whichever class you enjoy playing and you're going to have the most fun farming on is the best class to gold farm on. That's my opinion. Meta-wise, though, like, you know, if you want to play with the absolute maximum efficiency, in most farms, it's probably going to be Druid, but I do like farming on Rogue as well. For example, if you were on a Druid here, you could do a different route where you teleport in and out. You have different move speed abilities. However, for the chests, you would have to bring things like inscription lock-picking scrolls or something to pick the chests in case the chests are locked. So Rogue, we have lockpicking, we have some move speed abilities. But I think Rogue is probably in the top 5. Like, in different circumstances, different things are better. I'd say it probably goes like Druid. Especially for Dual Gathering, Druid is just like by far the best. And yeah, it does change with talent specs and stuff. And then certain farms will be different, but most people, like for like a gold farming tune, it'll be Druid. Yeah, Rogues, the lockpicking is good, but any other class could just get inscription scrolls or blacksmithing keys. And it would cost like 10 gold to open chests. Haven't heard of the inscription lockpicking? Did you say it's a scroll? Yeah, I forget which expansion. I think it might be BFA, but there's a scroll of like unlocking, basically, is what it is. And so it consumes one scroll to open up the chest. BFA. Yeah, BFA. So you can get around it that way. And in this zone in particular, you definitely want to be able to get all the chests, so they can have those like super valuable patterns, like the rich purple silk shirt or the star belt. So some really valuable patterns can be in the chests. You gonna run a quick ult on your main, see if you get the super. Best of luck. I wish you the best of luck. It's a BFA scroll of unlocking, requires level 1 inscription. There you go. So you can literally just like learn the inscription skill and then buy the scrolls. Yo, good afternoon, Celise. How's it going? How goes Alderman? It's good. We're testing a new little farm here. We're optimizing for skinning. And so far, it's looking pretty promising, so I'm pretty hopeful. Why don't I just pull the whole dungeon and then Fan of Knives? It's definitely doable. So you can't pull past here. So after you kill Revelosh, you can chain pull. The guards here won't run past that room. However, when skinning, I don't want to get all of the mobs together. If you get too many, it'll take too long to skin them after you loot, and then the bodies will start despawning. So that's one reason. If you get too many skinnable bodies and you don't skin them fast enough, like you just don't have enough time to get through them all, they can despawn and you don't get the skins. But I also, it depends on the dungeon. Some dungeons I prefer the big pull, and some I actually kind of like killing as I go. Depending on, as well on the level, sometimes it can be harder to face pull mobs. These guys aggro pretty well, so it's not too bad. But it's kind of personal preference, I find. I also get a speed boost, so when I use Fan of Knives, I get a 3-second movement speed boost for by killing them. So killing along the way, I get a little bit more of a speed boost by killing packs as well. So it's there's pros and cons to both. I think really personal preference. Sometimes like Zul'Farrak, I'll do like a 1 pull there. Because that one, you can stay mounted the whole way. And so it's like outside, so you can run mounted and pull the whole dungeon. Why'd I stealth? Darkmoon Fair Sunday, am I excited? I am. I ended up having a stash of Darkmoon Firewater in the bank, though. I found it today in the Warband bank. So I have a little bit of backlog, but I need to restock on it because I do not like missing out on it. Especially for this farm, I do think it's worth having Darkmoon Firewater. Once you get to Zul'Farrak, the raw gold from the graves in the graves is tedious but not nothing. Ooh. Speak about tedious but not nothing. A second energy cloak. I already have one of these. We already got this drop. We're getting like a lot of BOEs today, guys. But yeah, I have one on the auction house. I'll take it though. Energy cloak obtained. Speaking of the Zul'Farrak graves, I got the pattern for the star belt from those graves back in the day when I was farming it for transmog. I also got was it Glorious or Jade leg plates and Skullflame shield in Zul'Farrak. Zul'Farrak and Alderman are my 2 favorite transmog dungeons in the past. I've done a lot of farming on both of them. But yeah, I got the star belt pattern from the graves in Zul'Farrak, so it's definitely worth looting the graves in Zul'Farrak, confirmed. Gonna farm like 200 of it on Sunday and keep it in your bank forever. It's a good idea. I'll have to farm some as well. You think SOD hardcore is gonna ruin you for normal hardcore? Uh-oh. You're in Westfall, level 12, able to kill level 15 harvest golems. Yeah, definitely. I think, you know what? It sounds like it'll be a fun time. There's a chance if in my land today, which Chug Life is currently en route, if our group dies, we might try out SOD, just like offline. I don't know. Just because, like, we're going to be, like, level 25 to, like, 30. So if we die, we can't really go again on the weekend to, like, get to a high level. But we probably could, like, boost pretty fast in SOD and do, like, dead mines. So that might be a backup plan. But I'm not going to be playing SOD long term, I don't think. Unless I end up falling. I mean, never say never. I could just, like, absolutely love it, but we'll see. So we're at 6 heavy hide. I really like the vibe of dungeon skinning, you know what I mean? Like Sunken Temple, Onyxia's Lair, this. I think it's a cool aspect. Boo, where you going, bud? Guys, Boo said that's enough for today. I'm off. Alright, bud. See you later. He really said, time's up. I'm tired of this, Grandpa, is what he said. Alright. See you later, bud. Can we have a Stella cam then? Stella, I will do Stella cam if she's in the room. Oh, actually, she is in the room. I didn't even see her there. Look at this. Stella cam enabled. She's just chilling. Stella's putting in the work. I think she just likes listening. You know? Union break for Boo. Yeah, it's B-O-O, like Boo. As if like a Halloween Boo. Can you pet the dog? Yeah. Drop some Pathel to Stella's is basically a pet. Yeah. Let's see if she moves for this. Yeah, Stella's a good girl. I think Stella is a really good girl. Yeah. Right, Stella? That's a good girl. She's listening for sure. How far are we in? We are almost half an hour into the farm here. It's going so far so good. It's a pretty chill farm, actually. I quite like it. Got your first rare mount drop ever while playing in Voidstorm. Haven't done much in current content. Well, congrats on the mount drop, man. I did play. So I played probably like 2-3 weeks when Midnight came out. I leveled up. Did some dual gathering. Did some crafting. Did some Mythic Plus. Did some Mythic gearing. Didn't get very far with it. Started playing hardcore again, and I haven't logged back into retail. I mean, technically Goldie's retail, but like I'm retail when I'm playing Ultimate. You know what I mean? So I did play the start of Midnight, but I've kind of been focusing on Goldie and then also hardcore. To be quite honest, I just been having a lot of fun on both those. Sunken into true content creator tropes. Engagement baiting my own dog. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Sarcastic quotations. Yep. Hey, you know. The, you know, Stella, Boo, and Poncho, they kind of rotate in on who's kind of popular on stream. Stella's been putting in work, though. She's been hanging around. The augmented storm ray. Got it from your first rare spawn mob. Sweet. Uh-huh. Congrats on the drop. So we're about half an hour in, and we're over 500 raw gold, and we're looking pretty good on the actual leather as well. This might be my go-to way to farm Alda while we're here. We'll see. It does give you more frequent resets. Mob density stays pretty high. Especially since the Scorpions technically can drop supers. Like, we're getting a lot of kills when you take into account how many Scorpions we're killing. They might have a lower drop chance, potentially, but it's definitely pretty good. You're gonna do Alda until you get a blue? Good luck. Between Canada Day on Wednesday and being out sick yesterday, you're taking my word for being Friday, so you have no idea yourself. And I do believe it's Friday. I think it's Friday. I have been wrong in the past. Orton, question on body pulling or killing as we go. I just gave a more in-depth answer on that, but briefly, it's kind of personal preference. But particularly when I'm doing skinning, if we body pull too many together and we kill like all 60 scorpions at once, we can't skin them fast enough. And they'll start to despawn before I can actually skin them. But in general, I kind of like killing as I go. Because I also get a speed boost from using my fan of knives on three targets. But some people do pull this in like one pull, body pull. This mob here, I like to pull these scorpions though. Oops, I killed them by accident. Lately, I've been pulling these guys up to the next pack, like a double pack pull. I think it's kind of nice, but... Yep. Personal preference, yeah. It's true though, it can be fun to do like a big pull and get like a big loot to hopefully get a rare or something, like a drop. You hear the looted prey through ding a couple times. That can be super fun for sure. Any good blues yet today? We've gotten 3 blues, all below 40k. Excavationer's brand is the biggest one. We got a second energy cloak and then a stone vault shiv. So we have been getting blues. I'm hoping maybe to get an ultra rare blue though. That would be kind of nice. I absolutely love the Dragon's Call swords. I love having those green dragon whelps spawn. I don't know why. I guess I do know why. It's just cool, but those are 2 of my favorite swords from Sunken Temple for sure. But yeah, guys, as you might know, we got a LAN this weekend. I'm playing Classic. Unfortunately, our group of 5 that was going to be here for the LAN is reduced to a group of 3. 2 travelers could not make it due to extenuating circumstances. So our tank and our DPS aren't going to be in person. They might hop on though for Discord, but it'll be Chug Life, Lanish, and I here at the the Casa Patholerics. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be good either way, though. Is the Paladin still alive? The Paladin is alive, yes. I spent some time this week leveling up my alt. So that's why we haven't seen much from him. But yes, Paladin is alive. Streams and videos will be coming out in due course. Yeah, he is not died. Do not fret. He will return. He's got unfinished business. What's the go-to blue here, Alphidius? There's 7. The big 2, like the most known 2, is Pendulum of Doom. Recent market values on that bad boy is like 3.4 mil. Then there's Papal Fez. Recent market values on that are like 3 mil. However, a lot of those items, these super rares, tend to sell like on forums, like off the auction house. So sometimes the sale values are a little skewed on the auction house. There's also the Excavator. There's like 7 ultra rares. But yeah, Papal Fez is kind of well known for the name. Heavy hide. When you get a super item, you receive a message in the post asking to lower the price. Wait, so if you list it, people will message you like giving you offers? Basically? Like off-market offers? Like, hey, I'll pay you this? Does that happen? That's epic. Yeah? Because, like, selling it through the trade window would be actually beneficial for everyone, because what's the auction house fee, right? It's like 5% or something? So 5% of $1 million is 50K. No. 500K. No, 50K. Yeah. 5% of gold cap is 500K. That's a non-negligible amount of gold if you're selling like a multi-million gold item. It's like selling a house. Some people do private sale to avoid like realtor or like selling agent fees. So far, no upgrades on the Revelocious Spalders. I want plus speed on that if at all possible. Forgot how nice WoW players can be until you started playing Classic. Yeah. There is some drama, though, with race lock. People, like, were being pretty mean to other races. Low-key, not very cool. Not like, like, there's some fun banter, but then there's, like actual pretty not good stuff.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Hood of the Architect, no upgrade. Okay. What is the gold cap on retail these days? Only been at gold cap once during Wrath. It is 9,999,999. So 10 mil minus 1 copper. That's the gold cap right there. It's a lot of gold. I'm not gonna lie. Blizzard cheaping out on the 1 copper, yeah. There's a kind of a troll thing you can do. If you have gold cap, it can be risky, but what you can do is you can open trade with someone, offer the entire gold cap, like 9,999,000 gold, 999, 99 silver, 99 copper, and press accept. Because unless they have 0 copper in their bags, they cannot receive the gold, and it'll cancel it. So unless you just happen to open trade with someone with literally 0 copper, 0 silver, 0 gold, which everyone like has at least like a copper in their bags, they just can't accept it. It's troll, it's risky with very little reward, but it's kind of funny. You got to admit. You got to admit, it's pretty funny. That's funny, but risky? Yeah. And, like, there's no reward. It's just for jokes. But to be honest, though, like, when was the last time you were on a character with literally 0 gold? Like, for me, it would probably be in a starting area. Or, like... Because even, like, if I'm mailing gold to an alt, you have to leave a little bit of gold for postage fees. Like, you can't send your entire stack. So you usually, like, subtract out, like, 1 gold, and then you're left with, like, 20 silver. It's pretty much never 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Almost, but not always. So you could just have like the wrong person. Would be the one that found someone with no money on them. Oh, MUK. That's a good point. Can you put the gold you have into the trade then to make it 0? That actually might be the counter. That might work. I never thought about that. Because I don't think you can mail off or go to the Warband Bank while you have the tab open, but you could probably just offer whatever you have. And it would probably work. I never thought about that. You would also get probably reported for gold selling based on what we heard about. I think Snores, you were telling us about that yesterday. Or might have been someone else. But yeah, that would be risky. I don't think I would try it if I had gold cap. Wow, that was a pretty low chest. Only one citrine. You have alts where you put everything in the war bank. Please mail me your gold. Well, we're not saying to mail. It's a trade window. But I guess yeah, you could have alts with 100% of your gold in the war bank. That's true. Maybe a better thing to do in classic. Maybe. But like I said, there's literally no benefit to it. So maybe not something to do. I know there used to be like a lot of trade window scams in RuneScape. I don't remember there being too many trade window scams in WoW. I feel like they always had a pretty long accept window. Did you guys have any issues with that when you were like in Classic of like a trade window swap? Like in RuneScape, people would swap out valuable items with like items with a similar tooltip during a trade to try to schmoz. Was there anything like that in WoW? I think it would have been patched by now, but like, they don't do it. But I wonder if anyone got hit by something like that. Next chest will be amazing. Yes. I do believe. There were some trade scams like that in Diablo 2 back in the day. In vanilla, yeah. I guess I never tried the trade window in vanilla. I started playing in TBC, I think. It worked in WoD, oh really? All right, I gotta vendor some of this stuff to get more bag space. It happened to you trying to sell a mount in WoD? What, you reported the guy, he got banned? Okay, good. Good. If it ever seems like one of your videos taking too long to render, know this. The render farm used for Toy Story in 1995 was capable of producing only 3 to 3.5 minutes of film per week? That is some slow rendering speed. That's like 1 frame per 10 hours. What the heck? Or like 1 frame per like 3 hours. Maybe more. That's crazy. That's slow. With my build, usually like a 40-minute video will be like a 20-minute render time, usually. Relatively quick. On my laptop, it used to be like double the video length, so if it was like 40 minutes, it would take like an hour and 20 to render. But ever since I got my desktop, my gaming PC, and like editing PC, substantially faster. I guess I can use this time to flag a few more items for scrap.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, in 30 years, hardware has improved like insane, even in like 10 years. Yeah, components for like rendering videos and stuff, massively more efficient. Right on 10,000 gold flat there, raw value. Love to see it. How far into this farm are we? All right, we got 15 minutes, which is about like 1.52 runs left. We're already at like 10 heavy hide almost. Working as a team, they show you the item so you can inspect it while their buddy pretends to also want to buy the item. Then close, their buddy bids higher. You do too, and then they open trade with the bait item, hoping you accept it without reading the item again. Yeah. The old bait and swish on the trade window. If two items have the same like icon, two same tooltip. Wait, Snorris, you just got a Pendulum of Doom? And then you woke up? Wait, were you dreaming or did you just get... Wait, did you just get the drop? If it dropped for you, that's crazy. Every kill here, we're rolling for it as well. Dreaming, of course? Okay. One day. Done over 2K runs, never got a super. Yeah, they're really rare. That's crazy. 2,000 runs, hey? Elements like gambling for you. The good thing about transmog gambling is it just takes your time, you know? And you also get some raw gold at least. Imagine if you had to like pay an entry fee per Alderman run. Oh my goodness. What if they made a dungeon where it cost 1,000 gold to go per run, but the loot tables were just absolutely insane? That would be interesting. That would just be straight up gambling though, so they probably wouldn't do that. It would just become like a lottery. Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea. Never mind. Scratch that. I would definitely run that dungeon though, I'm not gonna lie. They kind of had gambling though with those cards, like the inscription cards where you'd flip them over. And like you would make them and they would cost like 100 gold. And you would flip it over, and it would either vendor for like 1 gold, 10 gold, 100 gold, or like 1,000 gold, or 10,000 gold. That was just straight up gambling in game. But you would buy it from other players. I'm surprised they allowed that. Yeah, you've awoken. Awoken you from the lurk. With one simple word, Gamba. They do that in Diablo Immortal. Diablo is an interesting one. A very interesting game, I think. I think I would like it. So I think after this run, we'll be able to get 1 and a bit more in. Maybe 2 full if we go really fast. 2 full runs, potentially. Have we found other farms aside from Dual Gathering and Alda? There's a couple other good ones that we've been doing. Like Whelps and like Open World Transmog. I have been biasing like a fair amount to Alderman just because I just genuinely really like it. And the more time we spend in Alderman, the better the chances, however slim, of getting a super. So I have been spending like a good chunk of time in Alderman for that reason. But there are, we have been doing a couple other farms outside that are also quite nice. Like the Dark Whelpling farm, we got one of those bad boys. The Coif of Necromancy or whatever, also good. Yeah. I think this right now, though, is really becoming one of my favorite farms. We'll see. I'm holding my final judgment until we see the gold per hour on the trade goods. Because if we can get a good amount of trade good and also maybe get super items, that's just like, that's like a really fun farm. Also get lock boxes. If I ever do channel points, you should do stuff like do a run of Alda. Yeah. How legendary would it be to like spend channel points for a run of Alda, and then that run is the one where super drops? That's gotta be like permanent VIP status, right? We would have to either put a cap, like a limit per day or limit per use. Otherwise, it would rapidly become an Alderman marathon, which I'm down for, but yeah. One per day, make it expensive, yeah. I have a couple. I want to implement. Maybe this weekend, when I have some time during the LAN, I'll get them implemented. Because yeah, we have over 11 months of channel points accumulated. Which right now we just gamble with it, but some redeems would be nice, eh? You know? I got some ideas though. We've theory crafted a little bit. I'm surprised there isn't like a... Like, I can't see on my end like a leaderboard. I really wish I could see like a leaderboard of the channel points, or like if I could make it public. You know, like you can see like the top donos and stuff. I wish there was like, maybe there's a plugin from Stream Elements or something that shows like top channel points. It looks like there's something from Stream Elements. Maybe I just have to set it up. I'll look into that too. Because that'd be kind of a cool, like a leaderboard would be cool. It would, although if we have stuff to buy with channel points, a leaderboard would disincentivize spending them. Bio Yams with the stream streak. Nice watching you as always. Slowly creeping to your way towards token number 2. Yo, best of luck out there. Good luck with the drops and the sales. I figure while I'm here, I may as well grab the mithril ore that I see too, so. If it's right there. A secondary leaderboard with Alderman redeems. We could do ones like all the redeems. We could do like a lockbox redeem, like Fashir lockbox. With channel points. Frayed knots.
Hello.
Hello.
See you around.
See you around. Never managed to catch the stream. It's a good morning out you do. Yo, let's go. Welcome in Friday Goldbound. Clam redeem or only for subs? I think we'll have to do that for subs. I think we have some clam debt though. I think ever since the golden kappa train, as well as the couple of gift all subs from DM Broca and Timmy Tech, I think we've been in a little bit of clam debt. If I'm not, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're in generational clam debt. Because yeah, when Timmy and DM gifted, and then we also had that hype train. Well, there's a few. That'll be a few clams. I think that one stream would have been like Like 200-300 clams. I wonder where the next clam farm will be. We'll definitely have to have a look at it. We definitely, when we were in Badlands, yeah, when we were in, no, Blasted Lands, we definitely, like, came back on the clams. We got a lot of clams opened up, a lot of golden pearls, but we're definitely back in debt. Most definitely. Golden hair? Ooh, I thought maybe that was rare. Oh, I saw it and I was like, oh, is that a good one? But nope, unfortunately not. So the time on the clock, we have 5 minutes. So we won't have time for a full clear. I will go. I'll reset and start and keep going until we get to like 1 hour, and then stop. I think that's fair. I think we've done 9 runs. I think with the vendoring, it just ends up not being 10 runs per hour. Like, we're a little, like, because we're just over 6 minutes per run, but then with, like, resets and vendoring, that adds up, and that's where that 5 minutes kind of comes from that we don't have right now. Can you process scorpid scales to heavy scorpid scales? I don't, that would be leatherworking, right? I should check my alt. That's a good question. I should definitely check. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go, oh, I got a vendor. I do want to stop this for a second and just see what the huntsman cloak looks like. I just saw we got it. Well, yeah, we're not going to wear that. I'm sorry. Even though it's part of the set, we're going to go ahead and sell that. Okay, so I got 3 minutes to get as far into the next run as I can. I am going to vendor here. Okay, someone else is doing the same farm as us. It's all good. The dungeons help with that. Honestly, I think I might just call that 10 runs, because like sometimes it'll be slower, and I gotta sort through here and sell it, or not call it 10 runs, but call it 1 hour. I think our runs are a little bit too slow for the full hour, and sometimes we spend more time in between pulls. Otherwise, I'll just get it and have to leave, because it's like literally 2 minutes. Okay, so, in the hour, let me move some stuff around here. We got a bunch of like random greens. We got 3 BOEs. Well, we got 2 BOEs in the actual farm hour. I'm not counting those to the gold per hour because it's just so random. Like, you could get 0, you could get 5 million gold. It's just like a nice bonus aspect to this. But I do want to add up all of the trade good value. So we're talking heavy leather, we're talking thick leather, we're talking mithril ore, we're talking iron ore, we're talking heavy hide, and we're talking scorpid scales. These are the things we want. We also got 10,315 raw like gold minus 9, what was it? 9,000. I think it was 9,222. Right? So we got about 1,100 gold from that. Silk cloth. Oh yeah, actually. We got mage weave and silk cloth too. I don't think it'll add up to much, but like 20 gold here and there. Solid stone as well. But yeah, it's pretty low value. It's like 20 to 30 gold. So we had 1,900 gold of like raw value. We did pull in a bunch of like blue BOEs, so these could be ultras, these could be supers, but not today. Got about 30 gold from mithril. About 145 gold from iron. About 20 gold there. And this is the big one. So heavy leather, we got 2,400 gold heavy leather. Oh my goodness. Another 1,000 gold in thick leather. Another 1,400 gold in heavy hide, guys. And another 126 gold in scorpion scales. And then we're just going to call these like 40 gold for the cloth. Oh. That's 6,200 gold of like raw, like trade goods and vendor, like consistent gold. Guys. Plus we're getting chests and ultimate runs. That is good. That's as good as dual gathering was before we optimized the route. I haven't tested mining alone, but it's probably on par with mining alone. All the while we're getting chances at super drops. I'm stoked. Not bad. Not bad. What's the gold per hour? 6,200. And that is not transmog, that is vendor trash and trade goods. Vendor trash and trade goods, all this leather. That's better than that's way better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like 3 to 5, 3 to 4. Yeah, I think the EV on this is insane. Because you basically have like a base salary and you have a chance for an insane bonus. I'm gonna keep running. I'm just gonna keep running. I'm locked in. I will be mailing off. I gotta go full cam for a second, guys, because I'm gonna mail off the transmog items. Greetings, travelers. Full cam. Groups. I gotta regroup a couple new items. I'm just mailing over the transmog that I got here to clear up some space. Are these not in the group? One sec. Why is the group not getting those items? The group does not like those items. Oh well. Is what it is. I'll switch over back to loot. That way, even if I do mess up moving my camera, it doesn't leak the name. And we're good to go. I'm going back in. I don't know why these items didn't get mailed, though. It's kind of weird. The in-game calculator with sine, cosine function is super useful for moments when you need to calculate some trigonomic functions while playing. Yeah, so normally for me, I use the sine, cosine, tangent when I'm doing arenas. So like, for example, if I'm fighting a mage and they're trying to pillar hump in line of sight, I'll quickly do some calculations on what the best angle would be, you know, to calculate the error and how to attack them. So that's what I use that for. It's mostly for arena for me, for just like really high level gameplay when I'm going for like rank 1s and stuff. I'll pull up the calculator and do sine, cos, tangent. Calculate the area under the curve. Get the derivative. Yeah, that's how I climb rating so fast. There shouldn't be much variance on that either, because it's a static number of mobs. Yeah, exactly. It's all skins, so it's going to be relatively frequent, like how much we get in this band. Maybe we got lucky on heavy hide. Like we were averaging like 1.2, 1.23 heavy hide per clear. But yeah, like the raw gold. Okay, another blue. For a second, I thought that was the miner's helmet, and I was about to lose it. We already got this one as well. We're getting some duplicate blues. Adventurer's Pith helmet is a good one to get, though. It's a cool one. So close to the miner's hat. For a second there, my brain was processing. I was like, wait. Did I just get the miner's hat? It's the Adventurer's Pith helmet. Still a cool drop. Still 30k. I do have one already. So we have a couple of these blues already. We also got the golden scale curious. Blacksmithing pattern. I'll put this aside. I'll have to see it if I want to sell the pattern or learn that pattern on my blacksmith and craft it and sell the item itself. I'll look into that after these runs here. But yeah, for a second there I thought we just got a super item, guys. I was ready to be pretty excited. Thought I used that to calculate the zone borders. Maybe I should. Maybe I won't have so many unauthorized zone explorations if I do that. Yeah, that's good though. Pretty happy with these. And I can remember I can process these heavy hides into cured heavy hides to save some money. Or make some money. Because the heavy hides are down to like 90 gold each, but cured heavy hides are generally like 130 to 140 gold. A bit of a slower sale rate, but it's definitely worth it. It just takes 3 salt to cure, but my leatherworking alt can do that, so I'll definitely be doing that for the heavy hides. Because that's like a 30 gold profit per. They might take a bit longer to sell that way, though. But yeah, I mean, between the trade good value and like the raw vendor gold, this is a good farm to do. Unfortunately, our zone timer, it doesn't have last week in there. It got reset, so this is as of this week, the gold as well as the time in Alderman. I'll leave it up there. So this week we are 4 hours in Alderman. Drink of fire water. Maybe that's why I couldn't do the full runs in time, because I didn't drink my fire water halfway through. Got your first blue. The Shiv, not great. Not great. Not terrible, though. We got that one as well today. Any blues are good, but it's always exciting to see the blues when you're in Alderman. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can actually process the Scorpid scales into anything better. There's probably a couple crafts I can do with them. They might not be super great crafts, but it might be worthwhile to try it out. Pull these guys down to the chest. No drops. But yeah, with that gold per hour, I'm pretty stoked on this farm, actually. It means we can still play the Alda lottery while getting some classic trade goods. Ooh, I saw a blue recipe. I got excited. We've had this one before. We have it on the auction house. It's the plans for the Mithril Shield Spike. The Mithril Shield Spike is kind of like net neutral. Like, it's not very profitable to craft, so I have just tried to sell the recipe itself. But I saw blue and I got excited. Yep, that could have been the rich purple silk shirt, to be honest. Could have been. Oh, I went backwards here. Oh well. We've learned over the past few months of grinding WoW tokens for yourself that you don't have the patience for it. I mean, fair. You get multiple tokens in the old world while you're grinding one in midnight. Yeah, I mean, we're locked in here on the old world, but we also do have a good backlog of transmog, right? That definitely helps us out. It took a while to build up. Like, we're almost over a year now into, like, building up the backlog, technically. Might as well learn that on the alt. Actually, yeah, this one, now that I have two, I may as well learn one on the alt and craft a couple. Because we do get a lot of mithril in this zone, so I may as well try to sell a couple shield spikes. No harm, no foul, may as well. More things to sell is better, right? Higher, even like if you spread the same item across several sale rates, should be able to sell more. So yeah, I'll probably send that one to the alt. Golden Path. I like the idea. Yeah, so far Excavationer's brand is our best drop for the day. Do shield spikes sell at all? They have like a really low sale rate. Like they do sell, I think it's probably just people leveling that probably grab them. Just to have them. Like if they're tanking. But I think it was like 10 per day. Was like the sale rate. Like it was really low. Unearthed bands. Another double. We've been getting a lot of doubles on our blues here. So we're getting a lot of like the base blues. That's like a 10k with like not the best sale rate. But our 4th or 5th blue BOE of the day, which is kind of crazy actually. I'm here for it though. The guys for the LAN are 1.25 hours out. I could have Chug say hi to the LAN, or say hi to stream. He pops in chat a lot. He was on stream like 7 months ago when we were at a powerlifting meet together, but could have him say hi. He might be a little bit nervous though to say hi to you guys. Don't the mobs and the tunnels outside also drop a bunch of interesting transmogs? They do. They actually have like the same loot tables. A lot of the same loot tables as in the dungeon. So you can get the super items like Papal Fez and stuff from out there too. So some people do farm those. They also have like a lot of mithril out there. So every now and then I'll go through to the outside dungeons. So like I'll clear the mithril in like, yeah, in the outside dungeons, but also kill the mobs. There's also a rare out there, the Dig Master, that has some good loot, so it can be worth killing him. Definitely can be. Saw Chuxicle online yesterday, but didn't want to scare him in case he's nervous. You can definitely say hi. He'd like it. He'd like it. He's a nervous guy, though. Not really.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Okay. Anytime now, super item. But yeah, we'll see. It'll be like a bit of a classic WoW weekend, I think. Unless, you know, knock on wood. Unless we die early, but hopefully not. You're a mean mom. Every once in a while, you randomly pop up in the background when your middle adult kid is streaming. I love that. That's awesome. Don't say anything, you stand there. That is goated. That's what Stella does here. So you're same vibe as Stella, which is a good vibe. That's a good vibe. Timmy Tech, you made it to Westfall. Let's go. So was it is level 16 the breakpoint where the level 10 mobs in Elwyn were gray? Was that the breakpoint? Westfall is gonna be quite the grind. I'm trying to think. You probably looked into it. What's the highest level mob in Westfall? That was it? Alright, right on. That last level would have been intense. Level 20. So you're gonna be there for 10 full levels, hey? Until 26. Let's go. There's some good drops there, though. Especially the, I think I don't know if you're gonna go for them, but like I guess they're elite. But in the dead mines, like the miners, like the undead miners, those guys have pretty good loot tables. Yo, live goblin reaction. Greetings, traveler. We are out here farming aldermen, going for super drops and hides, actually. A little consistent farm, a little bit of, like, potential millions. Potential millions. If it's safe, you will. And then I'm assuming, like, obviously, dead mines. You're not including dead mines as part of Westfall. That would be a bit crazy. You'd have to be able to solo it. I think that'll be excluded. Chug life, look behind me. There's nothing there. Are you here? Correct, but you can run it. I think that's fair. Yeah, that's good. That way you can get some upgrades. That's good. Are you gonna limit to one run? Because you could definitely. I guess it depends. Because you could just wait and just do dead mines once a day and get the XP that way a little bit easier. Are you gonna limit the runs or just like? I guess like, hardcore already limits your runs enough, probably at one per day. I think that's pretty reasonable. Not yet, just jokes. Silly guy. I mean, Chug will be here in the flesh in like an hour and like 15 minutes, guys. I don't think you understand how big of a canon event this is. It's gonna be. I'm nervous. You're 1 hour away? Heck yeah. Let's go. Drive safe. Need to look up proper tanking for Alda. Yeah, I don't know what the pathing is. Or like what the classic pulls are that are tough. I also got turned around here on this run. I got a little distracted. I'm gonna go down here to grab these guys. Will the path cam turn into a chug cam? Asking the real questions. Or will the boo cam turn into a chug cam? Yeah, I guess so. We'll have him sit in the chair and he'll just sit and watch the chug cam. In the hammock, oh my gosh. I don't think Boo would appreciate that, but yeah, Chug, you gotta sit right in the hammock. Yep, it's true. Welcome in. Same with Lanish. I already killed these. I'm really turned around this dungeon. Not a good run. A light scimitar. Ace Walla, you have to leave before he gets here. In fact, you have to leave now-ish. But you can't wait to see technically the second face reveal of the legendary Chug in the VOD. Yep. Legendary. And this is... I don't know if Lanish will pop on stream or not. But it could be the first Lanish face reveal, too. Always get lost in Nomer and Alda. Yeah, I've been getting better at Alda since we've run it quite a few hours here. But it is pretty disorienting at times. I've got this run now down. Like the more you do it, you just kind of get used to it, right? But yeah, I would definitely, if I was tanking, I think I would have to watch a couple kind of helpful tutorials, routes and stuff. In Classic, I definitely rely on my tanks a lot for the pathing in those dungeons. Back in. What music are we listening to today? Actually, today, since I was doing Alda, it's just the base Alderman music. We could swap it up in a little bit, though, and play some Otherworld soundtracks. The Alda music is pretty good, though. I don't mind it. The base Badlands music is like, I just can't. Not for long periods of time. Your classic paladin currently has 7 quests for Alda. That feels so good. Doing a dungeon when you have like 5 to 7 quests for it in classic. Because you just know you're probably going to get good drops in the dungeon. You're going to get good XP in the dungeon. But then you probably have awesome guaranteed quest rewards and quest XP. That's a good feeling. Yo, Don Homeo, greetings, traveler. What's good, brother? Since I began the journey, I've inspired a lot of people to do WoW challenges. Saw new videos on YouTube yesterday from a guy that gives me credit, saying I inspired him doing a completionist challenge. So props to you, you're awesome. Yo, thank you for the kind words. And yeah, the last little bit, there's been a lot of cool other challenges popping up. I'd love to see it. And show the massive pecs. Yo, thanks, bro. We've been training.
None may steal the secret.
I was meal prepping. I got a LAN party this weekend. Some guys coming over. Big fellows like myself, powerlifting and you know, very fit people. And so I was prepping a bunch of meals. I got some chicken thigh, curry chicken, and rice casserole. Super healthy, high protein. And then I got chicken tacos, protein shakes, and then of course Guinness for strength. But that's maybe not the best, but it's a necessity. Seems delicious. It'll be good. I got the chicken marinating right now. Once the lads come over, we'll probably get everything set up here. There's only 3 of us, so one guy, I have like the stream room here. I think one of the LAN, we're gonna set up a desk like right there, and the other is gonna be over by the window. Set up a desk in front of the window. I have my old gaming desk, but they're also bringing like one of those plastic fold-up tables, so it'll be like a battle station of gamers. And I have a do you guys want to see what's in my, I have a beer fridge. Do you guys want to see what's in my fridge? Not a sponsor. Oh yeah, that's good. Yep. That's some protein milk. I feel stronger. I feel fortified. I feel like my bones probably aren't brittle anymore. I probably just chugged like 45 grams of protein right there, so that's also good. Iron counterweight. Places a counterweight on a 2-handed sword, mace, or axe. Increasing haste. Interesting. Got a food question. Spouse is on GLP-1 and Doc says he needs more protein. Any suggestions for good and easy sources? My favorite sources, I do use a lot of milk, like unironically. I get like the higher protein milk and drink that, and I also mix in protein shake. Beyond that, that's like the easiest source. I also eat a lot of boiled eggs. Yeah. I think the key is finding those sources of protein that you enjoy eating and don't get palate fatigue on. There's certain things that I'll eat, and if I eat it every day, I get kind of sick of it. Milk is not one. Eggs are not one of them. I also do a lot of chicken, but it's very cliche. Those are pretty obvious ones, I feel like. So I'm sorry, I don't have any like any cheat codes. High protein Greek yogurt is good. A lot of days I mix protein powder into my like Greek yogurt. It makes like a nice like pudding. That's pretty good. It is a lot of dairy though. Baked beans. Beans are good. They have a lower protein like per calorie ratio though. I'm always looking for like the most proteins per calories. Beans have good sources of proteins, but it comes along with a lot of carbs as well, which isn't bad. But for me, when I'm trying to maximize protein, I see beans more as a carb source than a protein source. It's like a secondary protein source. There's Schwarzel milk in Germany with 75 grams of protein in 1 liter. That's good. That's like what I have here. The one I have here in 1 liter, it's 80 grams of protein. I drink 1 liter of it a day. You do running, so it's nice. Yeah, if you're into endurance, like protein and with carb source like beans is pretty darn good, as long as you can digest them well. Some people have problems, more so than others. Due to the high FODMAP value, the amount of FODMAPs in the beans can be hard to digest. But yeah, those are my go-tos. Sometimes I'll do like a tuna melt where I just take a can of tuna, mix it with like a little bit of Greek yogurt, salt, pepper, onions, and then I'll put it on a piece of toast, and then I'll bake that in the oven. Then I'll put cheese on top and then broil it for like 2 minutes. And it's really good. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans for every meal. It's a good little jingle. Might be able to outlift you, but if there's a zombie apocalypse, you can run further and faster. I believe that is true. I'll be the one in the Mad Max with like the double-edged axe, just trying to hold my ground. That's my only edge. Supposed to have lost 53 pounds in 4 months. Ended up in the hospital for gallstones. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think in that case, yeah, beans wouldn't be bad either. It's gonna be like a food with like good protein that is really enjoyable to eat for them. Because it's no good having like a very calorically dense or very high protein food if it's gonna make you sick of it. I might vendor real quick.
Yo, Goldie Hype.
Yo, yo. Yoslo1, greetings traveler with a Twitch Prime. How's it going? Goldie Hype. We are on Goldie today. We're out here farming. Before I do this run, guys, I'm going to be right back, use the washroom. Pathwife, I know she's going to head out around noon, so I just want to see where she's at. So I can say bye before, because I think she's going to be leaving while I'm on stream. So I want to make sure where she's at. Also, I'll be right back, probably get like a refill, and then I'll BRB, guys. Ugh. I'm back, guys. I realized that the guest bed did not have the sheets on it. They were in the dryer. So I ran and put the sheets on for the guys. So, Chug has fresh sheets. So I took a little extra time. But we're back, and we're hunting for rare drops. I love this farm. They should just be on the floor. Yeah, true gamer style. We'll just throw like a blanket down on the floor in the game room and let it ride. Yo, Truck Jr. with a 15 stream streak. Greetings, traveler. I remember with Thundar, who isn't gonna make it into the LAN. He can't make it due to medical reasons. I had my first ever 24-hour game session with him. This was in World of Warcraft session with him. This was in like, I think we were in middle school, like grade 9, and we played from I think it was like 4 p.m. one day till 4 p.m. the next day, and I remember just laying on the ground, falling asleep on the hardwood floor after. This was also the first time I ever had a Monster Energy drink. It was quite a time. We were doing Wrath of the Lich King dungeon completion achievements for the Ruby Proto Drake. It was, I think, the next expansion, so we were two-manning them and like soloing the dungeon achievements. It was really fun, and I think we got them all done. I remember the one in Calling of Stratholme where you had to kill a certain number of ghouls or something in time was hard, because it was a point in time when the expansion, it was just the next expansion from Wrath. I think it was just Kata. And our gear wasn't that great, so like we couldn't solo the dungeons. Like two-manning was kind of hard. But we managed to do all the achievements. That was a good time. In my days, we just slept in the chairs during LANs. I respect the hustle, respect the grind. I have found that LANs I'm now 29. I turned 30 this week, guys. Over 25, I started sleeping a little bit. You know, no more like no sleep LAN. Now that we're almost 30, it's like we're getting good food. You know, we got to fuel the bodies, staying hydrated. Probably have a couple beers. But the sleeping situation, comfortable beds. Yeah. We'll get some good sleep. I'm at a point now where I kind of prefer the early morning gaming to the late night gaming. You know what I mean? Like if it's getting to be like 11 p.m., I'm almost more inclined to like go to bed and wake up at like 5 a.m. to play more versus like play through the night. Because then like I'm like I can wake up, have a nice big cup of coffee. I'm a wee baby, yeah. Well, guys, yeah, the Saturday will be the next Goldbound, and it's also my birthday. I'll be turning 30. Confirmed. But yeah, so now with the LAN, I gotta make sure that the guys have a good sleeping situation. You know, got the clean sheets on the bed. They have the choice. So I have one guest room. I have a really nice couch, several couches. One's very comfortable. It has like a big ottoman you can push into the corner. So Chug and Lanish can either sleep in the same bed or one can sleep on the couch. Up to them. It's a pretty decently big bed though. Congrats on 30. Ding 30. Yo, thanks guys. In your early 20s, you had a 72-hour master D&D session? Oh my goodness. Peeps would just roll in and play for hours, then go to sleep when their relief got there. Only person who didn't sleep was the DM. Oh my goodness. That will be a hard one to Dungeon Master. That is dedication. 72 hours awake. I feel like at that point you start getting hallucinations. How do we do share the love achievement with only 2 members? Let me look this one up. Share the love, World of Warcraft. It's possible that maybe we had this one from Wrath before. Yeah, the share the love. Maybe that was one we had done already during... Because, yeah, you have to have 5 different members get impaled. So, yeah, we wouldn't have been able to 2-man that one. So we must have already had it. The hallucinations add to the D&D scenario. I mean, fair point. We will be doing, or I will be doing a 24-hour stream for sure sometime this summer. And then, yeah, it'll be good. I don't think I'll be doing 24 hours awake, though. If we end up doing longer streams than that, it'll have to be some kind of evening, someone taking over for the evening, or, like, doing something. Or just, like, sleeping on stream. For, like, something like a subathon. Pulled a 24-hour day yesterday to reset your sleep schedule for your vacation. Hey, sometimes I do play around with the sleep schedule before I go overseas. Try to get closer to the place you're going to. I try to reduce jet lag. You can never fully avoid it, but I've always found if I'm going overseas to like Europe or something, I always feel more jet lag coming back. It could just be that I'm coming back home into like my regular schedule, whereas like when you're over there, you can kind of you're enjoying like vacation, so you probably feel it less. But I always feel jet lag worse coming home than getting there, which is good because I am going to Scotland soon for Worlds, so I would rather feel jet lag coming home than getting there where I'm going to compete right away. Set up a camera in the guest room. Oh, for the LAN? Just don't tell them. I think that's a little bit concerning. A couple more super items. One more super item and we'll be out of this zone. I got a vendor again. It's not that kind of stream. Nope. I might set up the sauna for like a sauna session. And I forget who was saying it that I'd have if I was to stream it. I'm not going to stream that, but if I was to, I would have to be in the pools and hot tub section of Twitch. How many days before comp am I getting into Scotland? So, let me pull up the calendar here to talk about this. I lift on the... So my weigh-in is on the 21st. My first day of competing is the 22nd. I am traveling... I basically leave Canada on the 19th and land the morning... Like, I'll be landing like 9 a.m. in Scotland. And then I'll have the full day and then full night before weigh-ins. And then one more day before the competition. So I guess it's like 2 days. Like 2 days before I lift. The problem is, from Canada, especially like Alberta, there's really only direct flights from Calgary International Airport, and they only fly to Scotland direct on like the 19th or the 16th. So I either go like 5-6 days earlier or like 3 days earlier. Or like the day of, which is just too close because I have to cut weight. Whereabouts in Scotland? The competition's, it's going to be in Glasgow. In Glasgow. So we'll land in Edinburgh, train to Glasgow, and then we'll stay in Glasgow for a week. And then Chug and I, he's also going. We're after the competition, we're going to go to Ireland, just the two of us, and explore Ireland together for a week. Chug and Path. Oh, I should do a travel vlog. That would actually be hilarious. Chug and Path in Ireland. Yeah, I'll do that. For the second channel. That'll be kind of funny. Path Lyrics IRL. I don't think I have the logistics for a stream, for a IRL stream. Where in Ireland are we going? We're gonna go around. We're gonna tour around. We have a couple spots we want to hit up. Chug has some family from Ireland that lived there for a while with some recommendations. Pathwife and I went to Ireland 2 years ago and had a really good time and saw a couple places. I really enjoyed Galway. I really enjoyed Dingle, Ring of Kerry, those areas. Also Dublin. So I want to see some of the places I really liked, but also try some new stuff. We'll definitely stay in Dublin for a bit, and we'll definitely do the Guinness factory. Yes. How many days can I double $1 in Ireland? How many days can I double drinking pints of Guinness in Ireland?
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Uh-oh. That's actually a sick idea for a video. Dangerous. Glasgow's awesome, you'll love it. I'm excited, yeah. Reckon you do 5 days? So what, let me just think about this. We go day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Yeah, I could do 5 days. It'd be hard, and then I would definitely fail on the 6th day. Yeah, there's like no way around that. I feel like that's like a hard cap for me. I think I could do 5 if like I just committed to it for the day. Like started early, but even then it'd be a lot. Day 6 is very not advisable from a medical perspective, but probably possible in theory. If I do a travel vlog, remember to stay in the moment, they'll be focused on it. Yeah, exactly. It would be more of like a fun little thing. It would be kind of like a snippets, kind of like, and then edited together after the fact. No, most definitely. You want to go to Ireland? Your dad's family line is from a small village on the shore there. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, that'd be cool to visit. Where your dad's from. That's peak Paths Archive content. I might do a couple like mini prep on Paths Archive. Like strongman prep episodes, like a really mini like IRL series prepping for it, and then maybe like one like mini vlog for the competition. I've been thinking about that. Cause like I think it'd be fun. Like not too high, it's not gonna be crazy production value, but I think it would be fun to document. Because that is the content that I like watching, and I generally like creating content that I like watching, or like the types of content that I like watching. So it could be fun. Rename the channel to Path's Life. I've been debating renaming the channel to some Patholyrics something, because it just says Path. Patholyrics Extra or Patholyrics IRL would be good. But then it doesn't make sense for like the streams and stuff. I can do Patholyrics live. Because live would kind of low-key implies live stream, but also implies like IRL. Patholextra? That's actually not bad. Patholextra. 24/7 boo cam. I would have to get like a wireless like collar necklace for Boo. But then he would just get into the wrong places at the wrong times, if you know what I'm saying. All of a sudden we're banned. When's the mailbox opening? So I'm probably gonna either do it after stream today or on stream Monday morning. But I can't really do transmog on stream. Last time I tried doing anything like that, I ended up leaking the name of my alt, and I had to move my entire transmog, like 1,800 items to a different character. I now have mailing operations, so it's not as bad, but if I can avoid leaking the alt name, it's kind of preferable. Makes reposting a little bit easier. But yeah, the edit, I've been working on the Goldbound episode. It's like, to be honest, like it's the video's at a point where I could post it tomorrow and it would be like a 20-minute video, but I would rather have another week to like make more progress and have it be like a fully baked kind of like 35-40-minute episode with the full arc. I think it's better from like the video perspective. It does mean there's fewer frequency of videos, but I think the quality of the individual videos is better that way. It's also better for viewers who just find like episode 33. You know what I mean? Like they don't know what the challenge is. It's kind of better to have like a full, like a zone in a video is kind of like a better view to it. Am I worried about the account getting hacked? No, it's more so I'm trying to keep my transmog selling tune secret, just to avoid people trying to help out and like boost the challenge by artificially buying my auctions if it was all under Goldilocks' name. Yeah, quality is better than quantity on YouTube. Yeah, only time quantity is better is when the quality can stay the same, but I can't get as much progress into the individual videos if I do it every week. Because it's a weird, like it's definitely possible if you're not editing, but the thing is the editing takes a good chunk of time, so it's like, with the weekly uploads it's doable, but I by definition then I have to make less progress each video. Because instead of being like 30 hours grinding and like 10 hours a week editing, it turns to like 20 hours grinding, 20 hours editing. So it's like disproportionately less playtime. Redo Elwyn, you think a few of the sales were sus? I even threw out some of the sales. Which sales? I feel like there wasn't any like crazy big sales in Elwyn. I feel like that one was pretty, I think that was a pretty fair one. Would need an editor to make it more efficient? Yeah, to a certain degree, it would help. But, like, to be honest, like, a really big chunk of the time for the Goldbounds is more so, like, the scripting and, like, the narrative. And, like, the way I kind of plan around it, by the time I've written the script, I pretty much have the full rough cut of the video. Because I'm, like, going through and seeing what happens and writing the script. So it's kind of like, by the time I'm done the script, that's like 70% like in narrative. But then like tidying up around it would be for an editor. Yeah, I think it would be good to maybe one day get an editor for the second channel and just have more so edited lives. Like if I stream for like 6 hours on a day, like on a hardcore day, that stream gets cut down to like a 40-minute video.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
Did I train a Claude model to help me write scripts? No. I feel like even that it would be like more work for me to like write the script and then try, because like it wouldn't be able to ever write a script for me. I think if it did, it would be I should try it to see how bad it is. Like watch the live streams and try to write a script. I think it'd be terrible. I think it would be trash. Because it's just like, it wouldn't get it. Like, AI doesn't understand WoW. It would think it's like Burning Crusade Classic or something. You'd be surprised, compete all videos you made into it, so it gets your tone of voice. But like, I don't know, because then, like, where is it pulling the information from? Like the live streams, I guess. I don't trust it for that, to be honest. I'd rather just write the scripts myself. Have a direct hand in it. I feel like that might, especially on YouTube nowadays, that's probably a slippery slope as well. Yeah, I generally think, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I generally think it'd be a much worse. I feel like it would just give you like a stream summary. It's like what you would get. I don't know. Yeah, guys, I'm not really planning on using AI. I generally think it'd be a much worse outcome. One thing I probably could do is use some kind of like, not like AI script writing, but like, I do think this sometimes, like when I do my voiceover and then I cut out all the breaks and like I condense it myself like in editing software. I've tried a couple like websites that like cut out like the breaks in speech and make it condensed and like clears it up, but it always makes it sound like not good. Like it makes it sound like AI, like when I'm just taking my own actual script, my own voiceover, and like condensing it, like not condensing it, but like cutting out the ums and ahs, and a lot of times when I read a script, I'll read the same line several times if I mispronounce stuff or like don't get the right delivery. So that takes a while to go through that, but. How does the Badlands rank in terms of fun gold compared to farming other zones? In my opinion, Ultimate is freaking fun, dude. It's like, it's S tier, in my opinion. Yeah. Ultimate... The, Sorry, stars. Are the streams scripted? Yeah, I script out... Could you imagine? Scripting out the full stream. I have, most of chat is actually just bots. So I know what they're gonna say, so I can script around the responses. Could you imagine? But you know, Badlands is a really fun zone. Ultimate itself is like really carrying Badlands, I would say. AI, did I take the blue pill after all? We actually had a few bots in here the other day. They were coming in and like chatting, like the weirdest chats, and then they messaged a bunch of people after trying to, I think, scam them. So if someone DMs you from the stream, proceed with caution. You always get messages on Twitch? Like, how do you work around that? Is that just like a Twitch thing? Cause like, yeah. You've gone it 8 times. Wow. Those bots were a good vibe. I mean, they were very positive. As far as bots go. They were there for like half an hour and then like, we went to sub-only mode and then they disappeared. Hey, you seem kind of chill. Huh, nice move. For real. The vibe in here is immaculate today. Damn, you know how to throw that dagger, dude. Yeah, we're pretty good at throwing the shuriken. Also, I sometimes when I'm streaming, like I'll read a chat and it doesn't register for like a while, and then I think I'm gonna reply to it, and then I get distracted. Someone chatted like an hour and a half ago. If you're still here, I'm gonna answer your question now. I'm sorry I forgot to reply. How do I have my weapons sheathed on the back? Like, how are these sheathed on the back? They changed transmog now, so you can sheath your weapons regardless of how they normally sheath. You can change how they land. So it's in the transmog settings to sheath on the back. Yeah. That was probably the most delayed response I've ever had. But I just remembered that chat. So, it was a good question. Random bots get locked on the channels and start whispering random chatters. Be wary of bots turned out on Discord. Yeah, exactly. You gotta be very careful of that nowadays. It's unfortunate. We've had a couple times as well on Discord where people get on the Discord and like post like Mr. Beast giveaways. I've seen it come into a couple other like gold farming Discords. So whenever I see that, I try to block it right away, but like, just in case you don't know, Mr. Beast isn't in the Discord, so those are fake. As far as I know, I haven't seen Mr. Beast join the Discord. Maybe he is an avid gold farmer in-game.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
It's possible. It was your question 3 days ago. Good question. There could be likely an extremely famous person that subscribes or follows you on Twitch, but you have no idea. Yeah. Like YouTube and Twitch will show you like your most followed followers or most followed subscribers, but that's only if they have public subscriptions. You never know. Mila Kunis probably watching? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Who was it? Was it her that played WoW that has like a Thunder Fury tattoo? There's some... No, it's a singer. I think it's Lights. Has a Thunder Fury tattoo. Or Twin Blade of the Phoenix, maybe. She did play WoW, though? That's goated. It's so cool, some of the people you find out that played WoW back in the day. Always cool. Any luck in Alderman or the tier 2 chest? No crazy luck in Alderman. We've gotten a bunch of, like, mid-tier kind of BOEs, like, probably 7 or 8 blue BOEs now that are, like, under 40k. No supers, and also no drops in Molten Core as of the last couple of weeks. So yeah, think I'd rather have Henry Cavill as a viewer. I feel like that, as far as like a famous person on a World of Warcraft content or like content like that, is probably like the most likely compared to other people. So Henry, if you're there, greetings, traveler. Glad to have you watching. You know. Mad respect, bro. Ryan Reynolds is a WoW player and a Canadian and a rogue. Hey. Snores, thanks, mate. That'd be legit. I probably should just kill this boss every time for the The raw gold. I haven't been killing them, but I probably should. It's like probably like 50 to 100 gold. Rumor has it Henry Cavill is going to be Arthas in a live WoW show. Yeah, that's. I feel like I never thought about that, but that's a great role for him. The jawline, little like silver hair, and golden hair. Get that going. That would be. I think that's a good fit. Field plate Vam braces. Yeah, Henry, he is a pretty big WoW player, right? Also, he's really into Warhammer. Not gonna happen. Too little money in Warcraft movies for the studios. Maybe, but I also feel like, you know, Henry Cavill, for something like that, I feel like that's a role that maybe he would accept a role below his pay grade, if just for the love of the game, you know what I mean? Because he is like a WoW player, so like I could see that. Like maybe he is the highest paid, but maybe it's like below his average pay grade. Maybe he still takes it. Do it for less money? Yeah, exactly. I think he might. Right, because he took on The Witcher when it was, before it was big. Like, it became a really big thing, but like Season 1 Witcher, it was like not expected to be that big, right? And I think he took that role because he liked The Witcher games. So I think there's a hope, a chance. A hope, a chance. Oh, be right back. Pathwife said note. 1 sec. I'm back. Pathwife is out. I think Chug and Lanish are almost here. I'll just text them, say that the door is open. Have I evicted Pathwife for the weekend? No, she just has alternative plans, but she will be gone for the weekend. Oh, I helped her load up the car real quick, then I ran back downstairs. Now I'm out of breath. If Blizz another WoW movie, it would be so cool if they used a bunch of veteran WoW players as extras. That would be cool, yeah. Like Swifties, just like a background extra, dude. I would love that. Just like a random... Oh, yeah. That would be 10 out of 10. I gotta go full cam for a second to group up my items. Transmog, add to group. Because I'm gonna mail these off. Couple more items too. To the transmog alt to be listed. I don't know why a couple of these aren't sending through the mail system. I don't know why. They're in the group, but they're not going, which is kind of weird. There we go. I also haven't checked on the WoW token price in a while. 255. Oh, maybe they need to be repaired. Yeah, they might be. Have I maybe I did die with some of my bags. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I'll make sure they get repaired because they won't get posted on the auction house either if they're not repaired. That is a good point. Been wanting a Wrath movie since forever, starting with Stratholme. A Wrath movie would go hard. I have the Arthas book back there. It's on the shelf. It's on the shelf. Just hover over, you'll see. I ended up sending them off manually. Like instead of having a TSM group send those items, I just like sent them as base. I was like I just sent a mail with them in there, so I'll have to check when I go on the transmog tune. I remember when the expansion rolled over, for some reason all the items that got stat squished, their durability got like changed or something, and then they had to be repaired, and I could not figure out for like a week why my auctions were not posting, and it was because they all needed to be repaired. Might be better as a show? Maybe.
None may steal the
I'm always down
secrets
for
of
WoW
the
movie or
maker.
WoW show, that'd be cool. The problem is, while the WoW viewer base is big, for like box office, you need to be able to go way wider than that, right? So it has to stand alone, and not just get people who like WoW to watch it. What's the top ticket item we're going for from this dungeon? It's gonna be like there's 7 super items that are like all like 2 mil plus, but the most known ones: Pendulum of Doom, 2-handed axe, Papal Fez, hat. Then you got the excavator, the Digmaster 5000, a couple other ones. Just make sure China likes it. I will be super happy if there's another WoW movie made. I liked the first one. I saw it in theaters with my dad. That Fez item, you've never seen anyone with it? I had someone in chat yesterday when I was playing hardcore. They were doing their 3rd ever Alderman run ever, and they got Papal Fez. So it does still drop. Unless they were lying. I don't think they were, though. I believe. A lot of Aurora set. Maybe a bit more would be good. We're getting a ton of, like, just so much value from leather, though. It's actually awesome. We're over 10k in leather today. Not to mention all the transmog and like 2,000 to 3,000 in raw gold. So this is a really good kind of just like baseline farm. You guys like the movie as well? Like as a WoW player, I thought the movie was quite well done. I think the general public reviews though weren't too well, right? Like it was kind of a little bit lost on people, I think. Maybe we should watch it again during the LAN. Throw it up on the second monitor or something. Got a BattleNet notification. Many people didn't get the plot without context. Yeah. I can see that, because I enjoyed it, but there's probably... there's probably some level of context I knew that, like, it seemed obvious, but just isn't obvious. That's the hard balance there. Most definitely. Like, well, like we could look up the reviews, like what the general ratings were, but I think, yeah, general public, it wasn't super well rated as far as a movie. Boo! Boo! No scratching! Boo! Come here! Am I talking about the 2016 movie? I don't remember when it came out, but that sounds about right. The Warcraft movie? I think there was one. There was just one World of Warcraft movie, right? I think it was yeah, it might have been 2016 movie. Was it that long ago? 10 years ago? That's crazy. Oh my goodness. It probably was 10 years ago, actually. Boo's destroying the chair. Oh no. Boo, you can't do that. That's bad. Welcome back, Boo. Of course, now that Pathwife is out, the Boo is back. Of course, of course, of course. Dazil, greetings, traveler. Welcome back in. Yeah, Pathwife just left, and Boo said, "All right, I guess I'll show back up to work." He's been slacking lately, guys. Do I have the sword and shield mog on your account? Which sword and shield? Sounds like your dog, yeah. Erod, there's no video drop tomorrow now. The next Goldbound, it's gonna be July 11th, so in like 9 days. Little skinning dagger. Nice. Probably the film promotion ones. No, I don't have the sword and shield from the film. Like IRL props, like they sold like a sword and a shield. I didn't end up getting those. No, that'd be cool to have like props like that. I should get it once we get Thunder Fury. I should get a Thunder Fury IRL. No in-game drops. Oh, maybe. I don't know what sword and shield they are, so I might have them. I might not. If they're really hard to get, I would probably know about it, and then I probably don't. But like maybe Like, I was definitely playing the game when the movie came out, so maybe I ended up getting the drops. I'm really impressed with how much raw gold we're getting in this zone. Oh, you got them from logging in when the movies were in theaters? Yeah, then I definitely have them. Lion's Fang replica or something. I didn't even realize that was a thing, but I would probably have them then. Yeah, that's cool. Speaking of drops, guys, we do have drops enabled on Twitch. Yep. What's the current one right now? There was a new one on lately, so we do have it enabled. We're rocking and rolling with that. I think we've killed maybe 20 to 22 of these bosses today, and so far neither Revelosh or Ironia has upgraded to speed, so I definitely want to do this, A, for gold, but also to eventually get the speed set from them, because it's Helm and Shoulders.
None may steal the secrets of the makers.
We'll see. This, I mean, the staff there just upgraded for speed. Ooh, I guess it doesn't always show. I should probably be looking a little bit closer. Justin T, greetings, traveler. Am I streaming the LAN party this weekend or nah? Probably not. Like, there's a small chance maybe we'll boot up tomorrow for like a dungeon, but the guys are gonna come in here. They're gonna get here any minute actually. They'll probably say hi on stream, and then I'll probably, you know, introduce you guys to Chug and Lanish. And then we'll probably end stream. If I do go live tomorrow, though, we'll drop a Discord notification. Ooh, Legacy of Tier also dropped speed piece, so you just got plus 14 on some pants. I do need to do some more Legacy of Tier runs, so maybe I'll get lucky on those, because plus 14 speed is a lot. Right now I only have 13 and it's 3%, so that's a lot. Woo, you picked a good day to check in. Be cool to finally see the infamous Chug life. It's a real treat. A real treat. He'll be a little nervous, guys, so just make sure you're nice with him. He acts all big and tough, but he's not that tough. Smooth bore gun. Snores are gonna be really mean. Good. I'll let him do the sign off. We'll see what happens. Stella's in the room too. We're almost at not quite there, but almost 1,000 heavy hide. Everyone call him Chug based instead. That'll rattle him. Tabby Turnip. You're probably right. I really can't hear when people would come, but I have an alarm system of Stella. If the door opens, she'll probably let me know. No loot. No loot. Come on. Some supers. Just one time. All I need is one Papal Fez. Or a Pendulum of Doom. I'm not that picky. Just a super item is all I need. I'd even take a Jinsu sword. You know? I would take that. That'd be great. Get Chug to do an Alda run? I think you get lost. We can see though. Your mom has a doormat that says no need to knock, we already know you're here, and it's a picture of both her dogs on it. Exactly. That is Stella to a T. She is ever vigilant. It was Canada Day this week on Wednesday and there is some fireworks going off. She was not impressed. If there's two things Stella does not like, it's fireworks and thunder. And gunshots. Loud sounds, no bueno for Stella. If there's a screen door, she will run directly through it if she finds fire. Boo ran off. Boo ran off. We may have some visitors. Where's Stella? And Stella. Uh-oh, guys. I might have to have some combat pretty soon here. We'll see. IRL raid. Followed Stella out. Can I get the chest first real quick? Shirt off flex battle. Oh no. Full cam, flex off, bodybuilding poses, full routine, play the pose music, start now. Alright, let me just, let me leave the instance and I'll go check on, see if people are here. Exit, instance, reset. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Good morning. How's it going? Oh, good. How are the roads? Great. Not very busy. I guess, yeah. Luke has the big man himself. Stella didn't do a very good job there. No, not very good at all. Very well.
All right. Oh. Here we go.
What the heck?
What's going on?
Greetings, travelers.
The stream takeover.
So we got the chat here.
Yeah. Was this YouTube?
This is, yeah, YouTube chat, that's Twitch subs, and that's stream chat.
Here we go.
So you guys, we got Chug Life, we got Lanish in the back. Chug just come on to say hi before we get the land started. So we got Chug Life with on the stream.
Lanish and Stella in the background.
Yep.
Oh, lizards. I miss you too.
Is Buzzards online there?
Yeah. Nice to meet you all, chat. Some of you I've seen before or been on stream before.
Lots of love for Chug in the chat. That wasn't 3.5 hours, was it? It was 3 hours and 43 minutes, so you guys didn't speed. That's good.
Didn't speak. We were behaving.
That's good.
Stuck.
Looking good, boys. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, chat.
Here, do you want to click the eyeball here on cam too?
This one?
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
that's the boo cam. Now we have some depth of field here in the stream room. We can kind of get some perspective.
Oh,
We're gonna
how big
have
it is.
so for the LAN, what we're gonna do is right here is gonna be one setup. Here's one, and then it's just gonna be a battle station.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see if we end up throwing up a stream for the LAN, like if we're doing like a dungeon or something. We'll drop a Discord notification for sure. Otherwise, we'll be having a time here and we'll be back on Monday.
Whoa, whoa, Jason D. What the heck?
Chuck, want to play so we can see how bad he is?
How do you know?
Stella getting some good pets. Yep.
Is that the fabled Chug Life? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Alrighty.
All right. Well, we'll probably get set up here. I'll let Chug sign us off, but thank you for hanging out today, travelers. And as always, go with honor, and let Chug take it away.
I was gonna say that.
You got it. You got it.
All right. Nice to meet you all, chat, and some of the that I've already seen before. Like I said, yeah, go with honor, and stay safe out there.